Welcome to Manga Talk, the manga podcast where we read a lot of manga one volume at a time. I am Kyle, the otaku husband.
And I'm Matt.
And this week we are reading Seishi Kishimoto's BLAZER Drive, and we have a special guest today. We have a good friend and fan of the show, Dyce. So, how you doing, Dyce? You good? Hey. Yeah. So Dyce, how'd you come to find this podcast?
I was just, reading random manga, and I was thinking back to BLAZER Drive. So I went to YouTube, reading reviews on BLAZER Drive, and I crushed their podcast like that.
So
wow.
Yeah. So it's the first time that's actually very rare people that actually search for this series.
Someone actually thought of this series.
Yeah, because trust me, we've been reading this since we were in high school, and we were probably the only two people that we thought we were the only two people that knew about this series.
I'm pretty sure Kyle is the only person ever talked to about manga in general, but he was also the only person that knew about BLAZER Drive whenever I brought it up.
Yep.
Like that sometimes.
Yeah, I've only read it once since before we started doing the podcast. And I gotta say, thank you for coming and slumming it with us.
Yes, welcome to the show. Welcome to the shit.
And yeah. So I also see you also have a channel that you occasionally post videos on.
I'm mostly active on Tumblr and Twitter nowadays.
You're more active on Tumblr and Twitter, which I gotta follow you on there one day. I'm not as
in the Discord.
Yeah, I got you on Discord, so we're good here. But all right, let's get started. All right, we open up our shot with Misora having the invisible key pen. She's about to draw in Tengoku, and Murasaki Shikibu's like, "What is going on?"
just staring, watching this happen. Do something with, but don't.
But you know what's funny? Yeah. You know what's funny about Murasaki Shikibu? I thought her hair because Murasaki means purple or violet. I thought in color they would actually have her, at least one part of her body be purple.
Yeah, that would make sense. That's how they usually do it, right?
Yeah, but I'm surprised that they didn't do that. Kishimoto didn't do. Yeah. And it's from the battle where we left off at. So, and now she's about to summon the dragon, or at least the half a dragon.
Not he gets and the right hand.
Yeah. And now we can see Misora can actually draw now.
Yeah, at least a little bit better.
Yeah. No, Tengoku even says, look, you did it. You made a perfect, exact copy.
when I read that, when it said that it made like a perfect copy, I expected like the full body, but like nope, still just the head, but this time it has a hand in it.
It has a chain hand.
Yeah.
Which
This was Zora's last fight in the manga.
yeah.
I don't know if it's her last one, but I think it's the last one where she
actually does
cool.
something.
Yeah, she might be around for like support character now.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this is the last
badass fight that she gets.
Yeah,
her last time to be badass before she becomes the Sakura.
In her previous fight, she was all about girl power. We can do anything.
Oh
and
yeah.
I mean, he still, but she pulls back from it. She doesn't. She's not as in your face about it.
But she still talks. She does get the last line though, which we'll get to in a bit.
Yeah.
That's how her battles kind of thing. She kind of gets all dialogue, then she gets the last word.
Yeah.
All 2 battles.
Was written this year. I'm pretty sure she would get called the SJW.
Yeah. Definitely.
Probably, yeah. If this was if this was made today,
character.
If this was made today, yeah.
Yeah.
In 2008's climate, no. In today's climate, yeah.
Definitely.
In this 2019, almost 2020 climate, she would be the SJW. She'd probably be worse on Daichi, too. Which, to be fair...
He deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys used to hate Daichi.
I wouldn't say hate.
I hated him a little bit. I hated him a lot.
You hated him.
I liked him.
I was fine with him. I'm real just kind of about the whole like whenever he like stops to take like a selfie or something, talk about how cool he is. Be old pretty fast.
Yeah,
he was doing selfies back in 2008.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying like it was fine, like the first couple of times, but like he does it a lot.
Yeah, he did it a lot.
He does calm down later on, but like especially in the beginning, he did it like going back to like I said before, like reading this a second time, like I realized that like he did it a lot, and that gets old pretty fast, at least
like,
for me.
This is from like my high school mind. He was cool, but in today as almost 30-year-old man. Yeah, I mean, he is not the shonen protagonist that I would normally lean towards.
Yeah.
As being a good shonen protagonist. Like, but I do admit he does get better. I prefer when we read the one shot, Taito was a better character than what they got. Hell, Shiro is a better main protagonist, and he's the protagonist in the video game.
He has his own video game to worry about.
Yeah,
he's got his own
what I thought about. If he was like, because like you don't see him like for like a good portion of this, so
the manga's more of a companion piece to the game.
Yeah, like I was wondering, like, do you not see him because he's off doing stuff in the video game right now?
Yeah, I think that's what it is, because there's like a whole bunch of enemies that are not even in the manga. Like, even if you look forward, there's a whole bunch of enemies that are not in the manga, and it's only in the game, and shit like that.
Incredible.
I know,
but for a manga based on a video game, I think BLAZER Drive did fairly good.
Yeah, you're right. You are right about that. It's just like
I am still waiting for the anime adaptation because I think it deserves one.
Yeah, I
do think.
Hey, Dai no Daiboken, Dragon Quest Dai no Daiboken is getting an anime remake, and World Trigger is now getting a third season. I think there's hope. But just get
Dai no Boken in ages.
Yeah, that's getting a new. Sorry for the tangent, but yes, it is getting a new anime adaptation. Plus a video game based on it too.
Neat.
Yeah.
I guess appearing in Jump.
Yeah. But
I've only heard bad things about Jump Force, so it's
yeah,
pretty incredible.
Oh,
Jump Force is
that game was a train wreck.
but J-Star's Victory Versus was better. I don't know why they couldn't just stick with that formula. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
You couldn't tell you.
I don't know why, but that's it. But now, anyways, back to Blazer Drive.
Back on topic.
Yeah. And then now the dragon and the Kabuki the ice Kabuki mask are now blasting their fire and ice beams, and they're colliding with each other. And it's kind of anime as fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, as anime does.
Yeah, it's just anime as fuck. And now they kind of collide. They kind of do the whole explosion thing, and then she's realizing, oh my god, the ice is melting. Shoko's ice is melting, and then we see the flaming businessman, Sailorman, and kind of her thoughts. And then
there's another Mysticker that is capable of burning the ice away. I'm guessing that's some kind of hint that he can do that too. But like now she's found someone else that can do it.
Yeah. So Tengoku can technically do it too, and that's hilarious. But anyways, and now we see, and now she's thinking back to a lady in a kimono, and we're finding out that this was part of an old movie that her mother was in.
Yeah, get a little glimpse into her backstory. Her mother was an actress, like a one-shot actress like a one-hit wonder actress that made one movie. And she was like really, really pretty and popular.
And then she got ill.
At this point in time, she's old and sick, and she's in a hospital. And her daughter really likes watching the movie that she stars in over and over and over again.
Yeah, because she sees how beautiful her mother is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then we see two douchebags in the hospital waiting room. Basically, like, you know what? Like, oh my god, that actress she's in here? Let's go see her. Like, fuck off. The guy's like, fuck off. Look, who cares about that old bitch?
She's old now. Who cares about her? Like, what? Like, even I gotta say, like, that's just kind of a dick move.
I know, that's... Like, those are two of the douchiest NPCs in this manga so far.
Well, hey, alright, that one guy wants to go see her. I give him credit.
Okay, yeah, I'll give him that. But, like, the guy on the left... He's the most douchebaggiest NPC on the planet. And then we find out that in room 5, where her mother's in, we found out that she's about to pass on. And she's
having some kind of condition.
Do you mean off-screen condition?
Story sickness.
She's come down with a terror of the plot.
Yeah.
And
do you mean that off-screen Disney sickness?
Yeah.
And now we see Murasaki. She is looking over her mother's grave, and she just wants to show the world that she can be beautiful, and she doesn't want people to age, and that's why her fucked up
forever
thinking.
Beautiful.
Yeah, her fucked up vision of beauty is people not aging. And then we see a guy in a beard give her the Mysticker Shoko. The keenly
after she mercilessly kills a moth that gets stuck in the rain, and apparently that kind of gusto, that just the fact kill a poor defenseless moth that died in the rain. This man comes up and is just like, "Hey, you got spunk. Have this dangerous Mysticker and rule the world."
Yeah. Have this really dangerous Mysticker. That will solve all of your problems. And now we're still watching the blast happen. And we're seeing that our good old dragon buddy is just powering up for a more heated blast and is pushing the ice back.
He holds up his hand, and he can not only breathe fire, but he can apparently shoot fire beams out of his hand, too.
He's basically doing the mouth hand Kamehameha. And basically melts the ice.
No, but the Ice Queen ain't having none of that, and so she slaps on a couple ice stickers and powers up even more. And her skin starts turning more red and everything.
Yeah,
and she gets kind of crazy. She gets
really psycho. She turns psycho bitch, and she does a 180 psycho bitch.
Yeah,
I love psychotic villains.
They're so good.
They are. They're the best.
I've said it from day one. I'll say it now. The one thing I do remember from this series, I love all of the villains. They're all.
That is true. The villains, especially from the Kinlin realm, they were all pretty good. Except for one that comes up later. He's kind of like a one and done thing, and like, oh, you didn't expand on this guy.
Yeah.
But and then we see the blast still going. She's all psycho bitch. Daichi's kind of like shooting himself in the flames.
I do like how Daichi just kind of has he has these small panels in as this entire sequence is going on, when the dragon raises up his hand and starts adding more firepower to it, they start pushing back against the ice, and Daichi's all like, oh yeah, we're winning, we're pushing through, and then the Ice Queen uses her powers, and then and there's a panel of Daichi going, oh crap, now she's pushing back, and it's like, these panels really aren't necessary.
Yeah, I know
you can really cut these out.
I know they're very unnecessary. Yeah, they're very well, the manga actually flows a lot smoother than the anime for Dragon Ball. It does.
Never read it, I wouldn't know.
It does. It flows a lot better.
The ultimate attack is even stronger now.
Yeah, I know. Let me slap on another Mysticker. But anyways, and now she's like, now Misora is like, no, that's the Blazers drive tension at this rate.
Gasp.
and Daichi's realizing the obvious, like, the ice is melting.
Yeah, we've only been talking about it for 20 pages, but yeah, the ice is finally melting around his arm.
Which, okay, a little more thing about why I don't like Daichi nowadays, because every time he kind of starts getting smarter, they do something to scale him back just a little bit. They don't want him to progress too much.
Yeah, he's still got to be relatable to stupid people, so.
I mean, to be fair, the ice is supposed to be unmeltable.
Yeah. But
we're already.
They've already established the fact that the ice is melting.
Yeah, that he didn't have to do a no. We did. It's more of like a no shit Sherlock. We have to say to him at this point.
I mean, also to be fair, they do point out the fact. The ice around his arm is melting, as well as Misora's legs. And he goes to use his Daichi's all like, oh yeah, my arm's much better, I can do this now.
Yeah.
But then he hesitates because Daichi's arm is frozen to the bone, whereas Misora was just around her legs was frozen.
Yeah,
so
and
this is where Misora steps up and is like, nah, Daichi, you set this out, I got this.
She's like, hold my beer. I got this.
Just sit back and look cool. I got this.
Yeah.
Last chance to be useful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right?
Before she comes to Sakura, the group.
This is basically her Sakura moment. We won't get into that.
Oh my god, yeah, that's true. But anyway, she's like, I'm gonna do this in one shot. And I'm waiting for the Eminem 8 Mile soundtrack going. You have one shot to do it all. But anyways, she's like we said, she tells Daichi to hold her beer, sit this one out, and then we see Murasaki Shikiko going, "Mwahaha, you can't beat me.
You think you're going to punch me? I like to see you try.
I like to see you try, Rangers. That's how, like, just that line right there, even in both in English and in Japanese, it sounds like a Power Rangers villain. When I read this,
yeah, I can see it.
She sounded like a Power Rangers villain a little bit. In my head. But then she's gonna keep trying to blast with all that ice. And now she's still thinking it's gonna work. But then Misora busts out through the flames.
Through the fire and the flames.
Yeah.
I will say, like, I feel like there's probably a better way to do this.
To
but
illustrate
I do
it.
Like these next panels. Yeah,
like, it's like the Yonkoma panel. The 4 panels.
Yeah, I think that there is probably a better way to go about this, but I do like how it's done, where it's like, what is it, like, it's 8 panels, and like each one shows Misora progressively running through the fire and everything, and it just...
Actually, I feel like this is actually a reference to an old Osamu Tezuka manga called New Treasure Island, where most of the manga was done like this, in a sense.
Oh?
Yeah. It was...
That sounds interesting.
And like the original basic way of doing manga was to make it like film strip, in a sense.
I know it did throw me off at first, because I know, like, when you're reading manga, you're supposed to read like right to left and everything.
Yeah.
But like the way this is done, it's the right side all the way down, then the left
side all the way down.
That kind of threw me off at first, but then I was like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing here. And but yeah, I do really like it.
Yeah, and they
and then like
continue
the
this
next
for like
panel.
they continue to the next page too.
Yeah, the next panel where I keep forgetting her name. The Ice Queen uses her like ice.
Murasaki Shikibu.
Ice, yeah, Murasaki. She like uses her ice to like encase. She like and it looks really neat.
Yeah, I know.
Animation story.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of storyboards a little bit too. And
I can see it.
Yeah. And like it just shows like her hair is now being encased in ice. That Misora's just taking one good crack at her.
And this is why I say this is her
Sakura
moment, because she is encased in fire right now. She runs bitch and just punches her square in the face, and it's just like that's exactly what Sakura would do. So
we get a painting shot.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, we do get that painting.
Gotta get that fan service in there somewhere.
Yep. Well, it's Kodansha we're talking about, so we gotta get that fan service when we can.
Yeah.
We're not classy like Jump. Come on.
The same magazine that has you.
Uragi Sono Unisan, but even then, like when Jump does their ecchi stuff, they don't it's not like Champion where like half their stuff is like that. Like they space out their stuff. They space out their fan servicey stuff. That's why I say Jump is a little more classy, in a sense.
just a little bit.
But this is a Kodansha John, so there's always gonna be some fan service. And now we get her one-liner saying, "Appearance is nothing. You're just all appearance, with nothing inside. Are you?" And I'm waiting for that. You know that video with the group of kids going, "Oh."
Yeah, I definitely see that.
That's I want that's that moment right there. And basically
really good at using one-liners, actually.
Yeah, she does. She does get the one-liners, but like, but I think this is the last time we get one of her one-liners.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm pretty sure she shows up for other fights, but she definitely this is her last like
leading fight where she takes
Yeah,
the charge. And like
this is the last thing where she does.
Yeah,
Like
where
Kishimoto would have her be this feminist, only to do nothing after.
It's just the curse of the female character. Like it's just
the female character.
It's what everybody thinks they do.
The curse of the female character in a shonen manga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then
It's
again,
like,
but like when you got female lead characters like in Claymore and stuff like that, then it's awesome. But in your typical bare bones shonen manga like this. Yeah, she's kind of like... Yeah, she's going to be kind of like, okay, the spouty kind of feminist type a little bit, and then not do anything for, like, the rest of the series.
I will...
guys love seeing catfights.
Well, yeah. I like that you bring up Claymore. I just want to bring up the fact that I've actually been thinking about going back and rewatching that series because I loved it. I thought it was great. But,
we'll read the manga one day.
One thing I could not stand was how, like, basically, like, yes, the is great, but they reverse the roles where the supporting male character Rocky, he's all like, no, you shouldn't fight. We should all be friends and hug and rainbows, and I could not stand him.
Yeah, that's true. Like I remember that now. Yeah, he was kind of a little bit of a bitch in a sense, just a tad bit.
I think that shows like Claymore where each other. They kind of need a character to balance things out.
Yeah, like, I do get it, but it's in the world of. That's literally what they're built for. So, but
yeah, in a world like Claymore, he shouldn't have that. In the world like Claymore, he should not have that kind of outlook on life.
Then what about Puck from Berserk?
Well, yeah, Puck, yeah, he does kind of have that outlook, but he can mentally and physically feel that kind of outlook on life. So,
yeah, I mean, that's true. Also, you bring that up like I don't hate Puck either. So, I shouldn't say that. I don't hate Puck as much as I hated Rocky, and honestly, I probably don't hate Rocky as much as I think. It's been a while since I've watched Claymore. I just remember that was my biggest pet peeve with him.
Yeah, but, in the manga like that, I remember him in the manga being like that too, and he was kind of, it's not as emphasized as it was in the anime. But anyways, back to our main story.
Back on track.
Yeah. And then she says, it's impossible. How?
Oh, how was I defeated?
No.
How?
How can I lose to that girl?
My leg.
She dropped the girl.
But anyways, and she's look, and Misora's just like, you know what? I just punched you. So there.
Told you I would, and I did it. How's that for some fortune telling?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot she was a fortune teller too. Like she should have saw that coming. Well, then again, she was a bullshit artist from the beginning.
Yeah, true.
And like
she was being her mom from that movie.
Yep. Daiichi's kind of like showing like how amazed he is about it. Like, wow, you just punched her straight in the fucking face.
Wow, Misora, you did things.
Be the last time you be useful.
Yep. And now to the side. But I'm just gonna to the side.
This is my show. You know it.
But then Shiro comes up like, bitch, it's my show. And then we see like the flames kind of dissipate and Shoko's other form dissipate. And
the ice statue melts or fizzles out, whatever it does.
Fairy dust.
Yeah.
But then basically Misora's like, you know what? You two focused on your appearance and shit. And you know what?
And you're a really sad person.
Yep, and then we kind of see like why she's kind of. We see a panel of the scene like why she's kind of that sad person. You know, and then she just turns and then she's like, "I'm not finished yet. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna attack again." Then she gets up, slowly, and then Misora yells at her. And then we see her mom one last time. Then she turns to ice.
Oh.
With an Oni mask and as her face, though. Kind of symbolizing...
She was the monster all along.
Yeah, kind of symbolizing, yes, she was a monster on the outside and inside.
It was a tragic monster.
A tragic one, but yes, a monster no less. And then we see the dog lady kind of coming up.
Oh, yeah, did you forget about her? Because I know I sure did.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about her, too.
She's a lady.
That's a lady.
Yeah, that too. that also slips my mind.
Yeah.
You can just call her bitch.
She is a literal bitch.
Yeah, she is the literal sense of the word. But dog lady here, she comes up like, why'd you do this to her? Without her, I can't live. No.
Without her guidance, and it's like this is one of those things where it's like, come on, she already lied and tricked you. You're already fully aware of it. And they even say that. It's like, dude, she lied to you, and she's like, I don't care, she's still a fortune teller. It's like just come on.
No, you did not understand the bullshit that she put you through, that she was a bullshit artist.
She did this to you. You're cursed.
Yeah.
Doesn't go that far, man.
No,
it shouldn't go that far.
And she's like, she's saying how much she hates herself.
I don't have any confidence.
Yeah, and Daichi's like, you know what, dude, want to change yourself? You must love yourself first. Gotta love yourself, man.
She hates herself because she wants to change because she's weak and all. Hates herself. And then Daichi breaks out the pulls at the heartstrings and says that it's like, if you want to change, doesn't that mean you love yourself? And then it's just like, whoa, revelation.
Yeah, she's like, oh. But anyways, the MacGuffin here of the story, Tengoku here, is gonna be like, you know what? I can just return you back to normal.
He could, but that's less impactful if the person doesn't just believe in themselves and then make shit happen. So instead of doing the obvious thing of having Tengoku take care of it, she just believes in herself and then gets over the curse.
Yeah,
so
it just kind of just happens.
It is nice though.
It is a good message, but there was a good message in there. It's just it's kind of an easy way to do it, though.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's just you gotta have that believe in yourself moment somewhere in a shonen anime.
Yeah.
Like I said, I do really like it how it's just if she starts believing in herself, I'm sure she'll return to normal, and then it shows a picture of her turning to normal. It's nice. It's a nice shot.
It is a nice one. It is.
Goku could have helped all the innocent people.
Yeah.
Theoretically, probably, yes.
Tengoku's probably the most powerful Mysticker, but you know what? We have to nerf him because he's with the Sakura.
Yes, exactly.
He probably... The fucked up part is... Like I said, he is probably one of the most powerful Mysticker around.
He is the ditto of Mystickers. All he has to do is eat one and he gains its
power.
I see zero. Okay, the flaw is you have the user has to draw it to
reuse it.
But I don't see that being as too big of a deal.
That's true. And then now there's less people in the Kinlin realm. There's 3 less people now. Well, 2 less people. And then then we see Bearded Man and we see another person in there.
Playing their PS Vita.
Yeah.
Also, these chairs are apparently linked to the people that sit in them because they
crack.
Ice Queen's area just cracks. So that's the symbolism there, I guess.
Yeah. Well, she's dead. And he's just asking, where the hell's Sumiya? He's fucking off somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, he already left. He knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, he knew this thing was going down. And then now we're back at Shikibu's office, where Sumiya, which I love, he's probably my favorite of the Queen Realm members, though.
He's definitely a top 3.
Which is not that many left.
Yeah, you found the joke. Hey.
Da 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 da. Waka waka. But anyways,
okay. Real talk. Like this really gets this just Bob. So, Daichi and Misora doing their shit, dealt with the problem and everything, took down a member of the Keeling Pillar, like they're supposed to and everything, left the sticker on the ground.
Yeah,
right there in front of them.
They're not good at
they're guardians. They're supposed to collect these things. Left it on the ground. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah. Like they're not very good at their job.
Later on, they go back to the revised Division 3 headquarters and everything, and everyone's like, "Yeah, you made it. You are full-fledged Blazers now." And it's like, they suck. They're fucking garbage.
I know. You're garbage. But anyways, we're still with Sumiya. He picks up the sticker. He's like, well, now you become beautiful, I guess. You're immortal now.
And you got the eternal beauty, just like she wanted.
And he actually puts on like the wolf mask on the face of her. And I do like how Sumiya's Mysticker's placed. It's on the back of his neck.
Yep.
And like,
and he gets that one, cool
explosions
where as he's walking away, burns everything to the ground.
He's like, nothing should never be left behind. I'm like, shit. He takes care of business.
Yeah, he gets it done.
He gets shit done. And now...
Oh yeah, the introduction to a very important character.
Oh my god, we know...
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yep.
I'm just going to go ahead right now. I like to call this man Kyle. And that'll make sense in a second.
He is probably he is the manga counterpart of myself. And actually, his name is actually... You know how Melon's named Melon?
Yep.
His name means cucumber.
Yep, they are in the manga too. They are both named after fruit
and vegetable. And now we're back at Gen's house. Good old Gen.
The good old God Hand Gen, the man that fixed Daichi's stick.
The God Hand Gen. Good old God Hand. And because Melon is actually staying at their place and hiding out.
And apparently called Melon, despite the fact that everyone introduces her up to this point. Everyone has introduced her as that.
Nobody calls her Division Head anymore. Nobody calls her Division Head. Everybody just calls her Melon now.
And the only thing they have to eat, apparently, is melon. And she gets very uncomfortable.
And then we
made a boob joke, yeah.
I think they have. The very first time, I think Daichi made a comment.
Yeah, I think about
it's like, her name's Melon, but she doesn't even have melons. Oh, that's funny. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the only comment that was ever made.
Yeah, exactly. I think that is it too. And then they're talking about how Gen fixed Kendachi, but he's just realizing it's like he's talking about how like the sticker seems like it's trying to like evolve. You know,
it's changing.
And it's like it's never something. When Ginga used it, there was never something like that before.
Somehow Daichi's constant use of it is causing it to try and evolve.
It's because he's the protagonist.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's protagonist powers. That's all. I'm a protagonist. It's like, but when Ginga uses it, I'm a protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
But yeah, they're kind of all in shock and awe. Like, wait a minute, it's actually trying to evolve. Like, they didn't think Miss Stickers could actually do that.
Yeah, is that even possible? But it has to be because it happened.
That's a video game mechanic.
Yeah,
See,
like I'm waiting for, like, when is Miss Stickers going to become Pokemon? When are they going to have the
start becoming anthropomorphic.
forms?
Well, we already got Tengoku, so it's kind of there. Anthropomorphic Miss Stickers like Tengoku.
They do have the giant mosquito. So
oh yeah, that's true too. They also have the mosquitoes. And they're basically saying oh, this is why the Queenling Realm's after Daichi. Like, they're like, well, Ginga can't do this shit, so they just want Daichi.
And then they drop the hint that there's apparently a true connection or a true relationship between Ginga and Daichi that, like, is unbeknown. And they even try to, it's like, hey, so, like, what is the
like,
you?
What is
and
this?
Then they get interrupted.
Yeah, what is this special connection that they have between Daichi, Ginga, and Miss Stickers? And don't say Blazers. And also, we see a mysterious man pop up, asking for Melon.
Like, she's got to be here, right? And I gotta say, he's got some dope pants. I wish I had those pants.
I know, I like his
It
pants.
looks way too baggy.
That's how I like them. Nice and baggy with hundreds of pockets.
Oh.
And belts.
He's even got 4 belts. Like, I mean, come on.
4 belts that there's no use for. And now, and that ends the first chapter of Volume 6.
Boo-doo-boo.
For the next chapter.
Yeah.
And now, this chapter, by far, my opinion, probably the weakest chapter in this entire volume. But we'll get into that.
It's chapter 20 called Get Back, which, since Blazer Drive is not licensed in any way in the US, and in Japanese, like, they only have Volume 1 available for digital, so this is one of the few times where we actually have to use scans. And but it does show the cool Shonen Rival magazine cover with Daichi on it. And that does
looking badass, got the Kendachi on him.
Yeah, and now we
apparently around the time Fairy Tail got an anime.
Yeah, got a little shout out for Fairy Tail. Got a big shout out a bigger shout out for
God Eater,
which pretty dope.
Yeah, and well, no, God Eater I think was this God Eater manga was actually getting its first chapter in it as well.
Oh wow!
In that specific issue, which sadly, Shonen Rival is now a defunct magazine.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it didn't last that long. It only lasted like a couple of years. You know, so I mean, it sucks because there was some good manga in there, like Buster Keel, and, well, of course, Blazer Drive.
Oh my god, Buster Keel.
Like, Buster Keel was really good.
It was good, but they copied from Fairy Tail so much.
Well, I think he was an assistant for Mashima.
Boy.
At one point, so it could be. But anyways, now we're on chapter 20, and we see the title page with both Shiro, the true protagonist, and Daichi kind of side by side, holding their arms.
Got their stickers on it, ready to tumble.
Ready to rough and tumble.
Until we get to the fight, because it's something I really
Go for it when we get to it.
Yeah, when we get to it. I mean, and then we're seeing the bow shot. We see the melon. We're seeing the bow shot at Gen and his family at the table. And Melon's kind of like deadpanned a little bit. And they're like, she's like, Melon's kind of like thinking like, well, you know what? You did a good job fixing the mist sticker. I mean, you fixed it good.
Did a good job. Welcome back to the team.
And she calls her like a mooch, basically a mooch. Which the fucked up part is that she's their boss, technically.
Technically.
And they call her the mooch. and his daughter's like, come on, Dad, why'd you say that? Come on now.
Do we ever learn this guy's name? There's this guy that's here with Melon Chan and everybody, and I guess he's like just kind of like tagging along, making sure nothing happens.
He's just.
I'm pretty sure he's a blazer, but like, is he like the right thing, or like is he just just a blazer?
He's just a blazer. I don't think they ever mentioned his name. But like
the guy's got a ring of sticker boxes just around his entire body, so he's ready for anything. But
I guess he might appear. He might do something later. But like, from what I see, from right now, he's just an NPC. That's just to protect Melon for a while.
Yeah, like when I get, he doesn't really get screen time, but like he talks to everybody, and he's there, he's friendly, and he seems to have some kind of connection to everything, but they never call him by his name. And when I saw him, I was like, should I know this guy? Was this guy introduced ever all before?
Yeah, we don't see a text box saying Blazer, this guy. I'm gonna name him Taro for now.
Sure.
Just because it's the most generic boy's name in Japan. So I'm going to name him Taro for now until we find out otherwise.
All right. From now on, this man is dubbed.
It's dubbed Taro. But Taro here...
This is... He asked Melon Chan, like you said earlier about their relationship. What is their relationship? And it's like, oh, we should talk about that. But then the doorbell rings.
Yeah. Ding dong. And all of a sudden, like... So yeah, they're wondering, like, Ginga didn't tell you either? And he just kind of gives you, like, a serious look. So he must have been Taro here must have been pounding around with Ginga at some point. You know what I mean? As it seems like. And Gen's like, don't answer the door, Saki. Just don't answer the fucking door. And he
straps on his sticker.
He straps on a fire mist sticker. And Melon's like, no, can't be.
They found me.
Yeah.
So funny out of context.
I know, it is. And then we see them, who is, I guess, the manifestation of me in this manga.
Yes, we see good boy Kyle standing right there, asking, "Hey, is Melon Chan in there?" And but enough of that nonsense. Off to see what Daichi and friends are doing.
Yeah, we don't get to see much of this part. We have to go see what our protagonist is doing.
Yeah.
Now he's back at Ayashiya, which I still think that's a hilarious name. Because in Japanese, that name is basically like suspicious place.
No one would ever think to look at you at a place called suspicious.
Yeah.
It's genius is what it is.
Hey, Daichi's giving Misora a little bit of shit for you really believed in her fortune telling that much?
It's like, but didn't you see her eyes? She looked like she had some truth in it. It's like, but okay, sure.
Yeah, she's She beat her ass and then she's still defending her. That's the fucked up part.
Spiritual powers. I don't see why fortune telling couldn't be a thing.
No, I know.
I don't see why it can't be a thing either. It's like, I'm sure there's a sticker that does fortune telling
nonsense. Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure she was a fake fortune teller because I know like her whole thing was she wanted, and that mom was the fortune teller in that movie. So like that was her whole thing. But,
yeah, she just basically
I guess they're
she's kind of bullshit
behind her
people.
nonsense.
Yeah, there is, but she is. But most of her fortunes were bullshit.
Well, no, I mean, most of her fortunes did actually come true. Of course, she manipulated everything to make them true, but they still came true.
Exactly, that's why I mean they're bullshit. Because she had a hand in every fortune.
Well, she's dead now, so you can't prove it.
Yeah, that's true. You'll never take me alive, coppers. That's pretty much what she got.
And, of course, I know I talked a little bit about this, I think, in last week's episode, or one of the other episodes we've done before, but one of the things that really irritates me is when people hide information that really doesn't need to be hidden. Because Misora goes to tell Daichi what the Ice Queen said about like how
Daichi has the ability to give birth to Mystikers. Yeah,
she wants to use Misora to help awaken Daichi's power and all this stuff. And flashback about it, and then Daichi's like, also what? What are you talking about? She's like, oh, nothing, never mind. And it's just like, fucking tell them. Yeah, I know. It's like it's one of like the most cliche things. And like I don't understand why they want to do this so much. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this manga ends in 3 more volumes. Why do this?
It's not like I said, it's not even like this manga in particular. It's just like manga in general, TV show, anime, whatever. Media in general. They love doing this whole like dramatic irony thing, but it's
like they want
to keep this information away from it.
Yeah, they want the protagonist.
It's actually pretty important. It probably could solve a problem in the future. I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Like they want, they don't want the
reason to keep this from him.
It's one of those things where they don't want the protagonist to know until the very last minute.
Yeah.
Type of deal, where unless when something actually bad happens to the protagonist or something within the protagonist's life. And like, yeah, I will admit, yes, it is a little cliche. But they do this twice, though. I mean, I can understand doing it once, but they already did it like 2 or 3 times already in Blazer Drive in general. You know?
Have they? I mean, we're reading 3 manga at the same time, and they kind of blend together at one point.
Yeah, well, yeah, but no, they did. They did it one time. They did one time. And I forget when. I think they did it in like volume 3. They did it in volume 3. And then they also did it in Volume 1 as well.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, they did. They did it in Volume. But anyway.
So they did it too. This is like the third. I believe it's like the 3rd time they do that.
It's annoying. They should stop.
So, Dice, real quick, what do you think on that situation? What is your stance? What's up?
I mean, yeah, I do feel like it's overdone. I just rather, like, if you're going to keep it secret from the main character, keep it secret from the audience also.
I'd be fine with that, too. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Show, don't tell, in a sense. Do a little more showing and not so much telling. But then again, I can understand why they'll tell the audience a little bit, because it's a visual medium that you have to read. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, like, no, I can't complain about it if I don't know about it myself.
Yeah.
So.
But no, it still was like, but they did it 3 times already now, and that's where it's a little annoying. And it's funny. Daichi asked, like, "Can I use Tengoku?" It's like, nah. You do that if you try, he'll bite
Mystic
you.
is actually pretty great. Can I use it too? And I like how it's like, well, no, because
He'll bite you.
Daichi Tengoku doesn't like you, so that won't work. And also, you have to be good at drawing, which you're not. It's just what shit, man.
Like, you're not that great at. You weren't that great at it either.
And Daichi tries to defend himself. It's like back then. My artistic ability just started to soar. Like it was too much.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of modern artists see themselves.
Yeah, true. I mean, I don't know. I'm the opposite. I'm the kind of person that's like I do something and everybody tells me, "Oh man, that looks really good. Like you're so great." And I look at it, it's like actions are all wrong, perspectives all wrong. This is garbage. Throw it away.
Well, no, actually, that's the sign of a good artist. If you think your art is shit.
I know my art is shit. You don't gotta tell me.
That means you're actually a better artist than most artists out there. If you could see the problems in your art and the way you can improve it, that means you're a way better artist than most artists out there. And no, I love like the Japanese sound effects where it's going ugh, and then when it's actually drawing the same picture, you wouldn't be able to do that. It goes ugh. And it's like squishing them.
Yeah, it's like the arrow to the heart thing, but it's just the sound effect dropping on them. It's great.
Like that's a kind of a Dragon Ball-y type joke. I would see this in Dragon Ball a lot. Like there's even one time where a character gets flown out of the panel. Like the panel breaks.
Yeah, that was Yamcha.
Yeah, Yamcha did that. Yeah.
I love shit like that. I think that's funny.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's my humor right there. That'll get a laugh out of me.
Yeah. What's up, Dice?
The only manga I read where they're actually like that, literally.
Oh yeah, there has been some that broke the fourth wall in that sort of way too, but not as much as Dragon Ball did. You know what I mean? I think Kinnikuman also did that too at times. So, like, I mean, it's happened. But anyways, Daichi's all like, you won't let me use Tengoku.
I do like these shots whenever they have a flashback, because they kind of like Misora, like, oh yeah, it's like me and Daichi have been friends since we were kids. We've all been friends since we were kids. And then it shows like these two other guys that were like, what is it, Team Sky, I think they called themselves.
Yeah.
Like the other two members of the team, which were, left behind and never seen again.
Yeah, we never.
Yeah, like they still show up in flashbacks, but it's like they never come back again. Like they're not even relevant to the story.
It's like, remember when Person 2 and Person 3 were around?
Yeah, remember
they were our best friends.
Remember that time you were sick and I brought you medicine, and guy number 2 was watching TV and guy number 3 was standing outside the window. Oh, those were the good times.
Remember when Person 3 jumped off that building? Classic.
Oh, and that's classic
Oh, classic guy number 3. He was a jokester. But no. But it is. I do like their flashback shots, though. It is always nice.
Yeah, I mean, I always like world building. It's just one of those things that's like, why keep bringing these characters up if you're even too lazy to do anything with them?
Yeah, I know.
Please write them emails.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. That is true. At least, like, show a thing like, dear guy number 2 and 3, how you doing?
We miss you guys. What are you up to? Is the entire base taken over because the team kind of disbanded?
How is my dog? Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. They left their dog. His dog.
Their dog's named Shiro, which they only referenced once in Volume 2. Again, and then after Volume 2, he's never referenced again.
You can't bring a dog onto the battlefield, but you can bring a porcupine.
Yep. And she's like, well, you know what? That's just how Daichi is.
Daichi's always Daichi.
Yep.
That's why I
Daichi's
love him.
Da-da. Memories of love.
And I do like Jonathan just kind of Division 11. The division head Jonathan pops out and is just like, oh hey, by the way, I'm here. We still can't get a hold of Shiro. So
yeah, it's like, you youthful youngsters and your youth. Sorry to butt in, though.
I just got finished reading my magazine.
You didn't hear anything, did you?
By the way, can you pick up some Vaseline?
Vaseline's tissue
back here.
Yeah, you might hear some squishy noises, but don't mind those.
It's my time right now.
I'm doing business.
I'm going on a mission right now.
I'm doing business at the business factory where we conduct business.
Wait, are teenagers allowed to buy porn now?
No, not really.
I like how sad you sounded.
Like they do, but like I think nowadays, since now the Olympics is coming up, they're kind of hiding all the porn mags in Japan.
Porn's on lockdown.
Yeah, it kind of is because of the 2020 Olympics. Now you got to actually.
What does that have to do with porn?
Well, no, they don't want it showing out in the open for foreign guests.
Oh, well.
So now, like
Japan is really kinky.
Yes and no.
I mean, that was never a secret. Let's be real.
Yeah, yes and no, because it's like I hate to be like, okay, I hate to bring a negative thing about Japan, but their population is declining very fast, and like nobody's having children.
Well, you see, it's not their fault that they ran out of land. So
no, it's not even ran out of land. It's not even ran out of land. It's just like because
everyone lives on top of each other. They're so overpopulated.
No, Japan, no. Like, it's because of their work system, because, like, the Japanese motto is, you live at work and commute to home.
Yeah.
The work culture.
Yeah, the work culture is kind of making the decline of the birth rate. You know?
I guess that makes sense.
So, like, I hate to be that bleak, but, like, that's why I said, like, when you said Japanese people are kinky, that's, like, yes and no. Because not as many people are having sex over there. Unlike other countries, you know?
Some people just breed like rabbits.
There you go.
Anyway, back to the manga.
Yeah. Sorry to... Now back to the manga instead of back into real life issues. And now... Where's the
Daichi starts thinking about...
Yeah, Daichi's thinking about Shiro.
They have a lot of flashbacks about who
Shiro is.
So,
you mean true main character?
Yeah. Remember that time when they fought together? Remember when they met? Remember when they took down that guy? Remember when that chick said she was going to be a decoy? They play it all again.
Yeah. Remember
had that Naruto Sasuke relationship.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember.
They are the Naruto Sasuke of this series.
Yep. Pretty much. And remember that time that Tamaki used her rose mist sticker? I remember.
Remember when Daichi had to reach into his pocket and give that rare mist sticker back over to the guy, and then Shiro gave him to Tamamayu? Yeah, they do it.
I remember. And now,
remember when he went to shake his hand, but then he said, "No, screw that! But I will do the one hand walking away from you." Yeah,
I remember.
I'm fine with doing flashbacks, but literally that's like it's 5 pages of just literally scene by scene that entire part of the chapter.
Yeah,
like
I would be surprised if Kishimoto actually redrew that.
I doubt it. I would be surprised if he did, but
that would be cool if he did. But I bet you at the same time he probably just reused the Genko Yoshi and just boop. There we go.
Just kind of darkened the page a little bit. There you go. Flashback.
Flashbacks. Yep. And now it's flashback to Shiro, and we see Shiro also had the omelet-looking thing on his shoulder, which I missed that little omelet.
Oh yeah, the little plushy thing. Yeah, I actually forgot entirely about.
I missed that little omelet. And
I do like how Jonathan. Yeah, we can't find Shiro, so we won't. Instead, and Misora picks up the magazine. It's like, it's not another Pink Paradise.
He's like,
and Jonathan gets
really offensive. He's like,
no, of course not.
He gets really offensive. He gets like,
magazine so sticky.
It's because of business.
It has nothing to do with your mission.
It's business. That's why I call my place the mysterious place.
As a feminist, I consider this secondhand sexual assault. I'm suing you.
Oh my god!
We're kicking you out. We're kicking.
A good Karen voice, by the way. But anyways, yeah. Now we see Jonathan. He wants them to find a mist sticker that fell into Pink Paradise's waterway.
He sends Misora to find the mist sticker, and then he wants Daichi to go check the Triangle building.
And then it heads back to Melanchan and friends.
Yes, enough of that nonsense. Off to the.
We see me.
Yeah, we see Kyle being thrown up against a car, and Gens bursts into flames and is questioning him. And Kyle doesn't like violence very much, and he's shouting about. And then, but like he's like.
That's actually.
Him, but he can't answer because he's being strangled.
That is more closer to the truth than.
I'm telling you, man. There's a reason why. But yeah. So Melanchan shows up, and then this Kyle shouts like, "Hey!" And then it's revealed it's his brother.
That it's Curie.
Curie.
Curie. Pronounce that as Curry.
No, it's Curie.
I always said Curie, but
it makes me hungry.
Yeah, which means well, he's Cucumber. His name is Cucumber, which I don't like pickles. So there you go.
Cucumbers and pickles.
How do you not like
things?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't care.
Weird freaking people, man.
Pickles taste great on a hamburger.
Pickles are great in general.
I just don't like pickles. I'm sorry, I don't like pickles.
Then,
anyways, like Curie's like, "Oh, you really are here."
But enough of that nonsense. This is another one of those oddly paced ones.
Yeah, it is another oddly paced chapter, I will admit. And we kind of see Daichi kind of scoping out something. Like
there's three punk.
Yeah, like two kind of like three douchebags are kind of like ganging up on someone. And Daichi puts his hand on it, just like, "The fuck you want?" And Daichi just shocks him.
Just burst into electricity. Which, you know, is a pretty fair way to get someone to leave, I feel.
And then we find out it's actually it's Shiro being the one getting like kind of jumped. And Daichi's like, "Shiro?" It's like, "Oh, hey."
That's the expression Shiro has on the last panel.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like this chapter.
No.
This is where it starts to go downhill for me. Like, honestly, I was fine with everything else. Like, I mean, like I said, it is kind of the weakest.
It's the weakest
I was fine
chapter.
With everything else happening.
It's the weakest chapter in Volume 6.
They finally bring Shiro back, and he's just, like,
yeah, it's kind of
he's lame. He's so lame now.
Like, he went from ultimate protagonist to best protagonist to just meh.
Yeah.
I think this is the manga telling you to play the video game.
You want to see this guy doing cool stuff?
Play the video game. You want to see this guy actually do cool shit? Play the video game.
Yeah, it's like even Daichi's like making fun of him, saying that it's like you've been you've been missing all this time, and it's like you were going to lose with those pathetic Blazers, and even Shiro's just like, yeah, you're right, I'm pretty pathetic. And it's just like
and that's even worse too. He actually admits that he's going downhill. That's really sad. You know?
Yeah, and it just
supposed to be the cool guy.
He's supposed to be cooler than Daichi.
Yeah. And, he was the video game's protagonist.
So Daichi brings Shiro back to Pink Paradise and
brings him into Ayashia.
Yeah, and he's like Shiro has no idea what's going on, which I actually thought this was where the Division 11 or whatever division it is. I thought this was the where the hideout was, but apparently this is the new hideout because their old one was attacked by the Stray Blazers and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I figured Shiro knew about this place, but he doesn't. He has no idea.
No.
And but yeah, he shows up and he kind of, because he's like, like he's been missing and whatnot, but and then they explain the fact that like this is where this is where everybody is sections where it.
Yeah, and everybody's like, and now we see Misora's back. Everybody's wondering like, where's Tamaki?
Yeah, and she even says like Misora even says that it's like you're like Daichi said you were really cool. You're nothing what I imagine. That's just kind of a dick thing to say, but no matter how true it is.
Yeah, it's weird for the Sakura to say this.
She's just really naive and innocent.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's true. But it's so weird though. It's the Sakura saying this to ultimate protagonist.
Nowhere near as cool as I imagine.
But I'm waiting for Shiro to get up and just give him the back of her hand.
Don't touch me, you sexist pig! Ah.
I'm waiting for that.
And that's when Tengoku comes out and eats everybody.
Yeah.
As the perfectly square gentleman that he is.
Yep. Just bites Shiro's hand before he can make contact with her face.
But so this is where it gets into the real reason why I'm so disappointed with just Shiro in this chapter. So they ask like why where's that Tamaki girl and Shiro explains that she was kidnapped by a strong blazer named Albert, and Shiro couldn't do anything about it. And like apparently he has some heaven mysticker and it's invincible and he's super crazy, and he ended up thing that he could do about it. And so he just loses his heart. Like he doesn't care anymore. Like he's wandering the freaking streets not doing anything, and it's just like this is
not the Shiro that we met at like volume 1 and 2.
Yeah,
like
Shiro would be the guy that was like, oh, like my bitch just got stolen. I'm gonna fuck up the entire world until I get her back. But
I will destroy.
He literally just gives up, and it's like, why?
He's like he would basically destroy buildings to get this girl back normally.
Yeah.
And
I
now
mean, they try and do the whole. It's like, oh, like she's a precious friend. She's a close friend to you, and it's like, come on, they're love interest characters. Like, yeah,
they're either friends from childhood or lovers. You know what I mean?
I mean, they are friends from childhood, but no, they are a couple. They are love interest characters.
Yeah.
And but yeah, and he just like she gets kidnapped on everything, and it's just like that's not Shiro.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's not the
Sasuke moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shiro has his Sasuke moment, and like
for my problems.
and then we see Misora. It's like, yeah, there's no use talking to this guy here. I'm like, no. When I read this, I'm like, no, Misora, no, bad. No, do not hurt good protagonist. He deserves to smack you.
But then we get the real Naruto Sasuke moment where Daichi basically just says, like, I'm going to go stand by the sakura tree. You should come with me, Shiro. And then they go outside. Apparently nobody else just this moment. But they're go outside.
They're going to just duke it out, you know what I mean, for a bit.
They have their blazer battle.
Yep.
Part is about to come up.
Yeah, and it's all of a sudden, like, Daichi's all with electricity on. Shiro's just like, the fuck, man?
No, I don't want to fight you.
And then Shiro
runs up and decks him in the face.
Yeah, he gets knocked down. And it's like, no, Shiro, why?
And Tamamayu grabs Shiro by the legs and
flings him around.
The little river thing that they're like standing nearby.
And Daichi's like, you know what? Have you cooled off yet, buddy?
And this is what
has your head soaked up?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know that, and it's like, it's basically like, look, Daichi's gonna smack some sense into him.
So this really confused me at first because it's like, so you see Daichi like grab Shiro and like throw him into the water and everything, and it makes this big splash and all this stuff. So I figured, like, it's probably like a river or whatever. And then Daichi jumps
in. This
reminded me of Naruto, actually.
Yeah. This is definitely Naruto Sasuke's lake battle, because like, that's what I said. Like they stand on top of the water, and I was just like, wait a minute, was this always a blazer thing? Like, have they always been able to do this? It turns out it's only like an inch deep or something like that, or like ankle deep. But even then, it made such a big splash when Shiro got thrown into it.
I know.
So I was just like,
I forgot he wasn't writing Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot I'm not the fan.
Everybody really likes that Naruto Sasuke lake battle. What if I just did that? Then everyone would like mine.
Maybe people would like my stuff, and I'll be famous.
This will surely get me an anime adaptation.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that none of his stuff has at least gotten an anime adaptation. Like, I'm thinking Naruto's probably the reason why. You know what I mean? In a sense. You know?
He should just give his brother a promotion or something. Like, put him on blast.
You know who they should have gotten for the Boruto manga? Seishi.
Their styles are so similar, they might as well have.
Yeah.
It would have been much better, I feel.
Yeah, probably.
I understand why Masashi did it. He wanted to give his assistants their time to shine.
That's true. And plus, his brother's currently doing another manga anyway. Seishi's doing another manga anyway.
A long time ago.
Yeah, he's currently on another project anyway, so.
I don't know too much about like Japanese politics. I mean, I'm calling it politics. I don't actually know what it would actually be. But like I'm curious, like what, like if it happened at all, or like why didn't like Seishi like talk to like his anime, like producing his anime or whatever, to be like, hey, I got this brother, he's pretty cool too. Like, does it work that way? Is that not allowed? Is that taboo?
No.
Here's that probably wouldn't happen.
No. How a manga gets adapted to an anime? The animation, the publisher and the animation studio. The animation studio puts a bid on it if it's popular enough, and then it's the publisher to say like, "Hey, this is gonna happen." Yeah, I mean, and it's basically kind of a weird bidding war, kind of like the creator meets a director at some studio at like a party. Like, oh yeah, I like your shit. I like your shit, and then all of a sudden, and then they try putting a bid. Then they'll like, I'll put a bid on it to see what will happen.
Nice, man.
Yeah, and then it's the publisher. Usually, it's like, it's the magazine and the publisher and the committee like thinking like, okay, this could get an adaptation, or we're denying this an anime adaptation yet. It's not ready yet, or something like that.
Get more popular, then come back to me.
Yeah, pretty much. That is the pretty much thing about that. Or boost up sales, then come back. Wait till this thing gets more sales boost. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's kind of a thing. So like, I don't know, like 666 Satan should have gotten an anime adaptation due to how long it's been in the magazine, and like, and it was a pretty big seller. You know what I mean? It was pretty popular at the time.
I mean, you've been praising it. You've been saying it's his best work.
Yeah, it is. I think it is his best work. So I mean, I don't know. But that's how normally an anime adaptation kind of happens.
Well, that makes sense.
And, but anyways, like, we're kind of seeing Shiro kind of like thinking about Yaiba, thinking about Kuroki, thinking about Tamaki as a kid. Kind of thinking about all the friends he's letting down.
Daichi does the quote. It's like, I care about you, be evil. And Shiro's just kind of like, ugh. And
back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're made along the way.
Yep. And then Shiro becomes badass again.
He finally puts his sticker on and he gets ready and he uses his, I forget what it's called, but the giant flaming metal fist.
Which I always loved his mist stickers.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
I love the design.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
And about that, I'm going to narrate this part. Hold up.
Go for it.
Okay, so both of them use their My stickers. They're about to clash. Like, here I come. Panel. These 4 panels. Listen. I've always defended Seishi when people compare it to Naruto. All right?
Mm-hmm.
But these panels.
You're a Seishi Kishimoto apologist. Sorry, I had to say that. Hello?
Oh my God. Hello?
Oh yeah, you cut off for a sec. Sorry, I said before you're a Seishi Kishimoto apologist.
Yeah, sure. I'm a big fan of the underdog. But anyway, the clash between Daichi and Shiro directly based off her Seikan versus Chidori. None of that.
Yep. Yeah. It's even electric versus fire. Like it's straight up. Like
yeah. Yeah,
fight over water, just like Naruto and Sasuke did.
Yep. The same battle that loses Naruto an arm. So Daichi should have lost an arm.
Yeah.
That would have. But that's the fucked up. But the fucked up part is Naruto has.
Say for Naruto to lose an arm because he could regenerate by the end of the series.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but the white cells or whatever.
But actually, no. Wait, this manga came out. Naruto did. This is around 2009, 2010 at this point.
Yeah.
So, who ripped off who at this point?
No. I'm at the end of part 1. Naruto and Sasuke already had their clash. That happened around like 2004, 2005.
The original clash. This is before Shippuden.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's like I said, I haven't read Naruto since it ended. So I mean, it's been a while. I haven't revisited it since. So I mean, some stuff is like not all in my memory bank.
And I mean, like I know we talked about it a little before, like the volume or whatever. How like I brought up like Daichi's design. Like he literally is just like he looks like Sasuke, but he has Naruto's personality.
Yeah.
And now he also like he's like even like, to this point, like he finds his rival, and his rival's like, "Why do you care about me?" And Daichi's all like, "I care about you because I." And then he has he looks like Sasuke, and he has the lightning power, and it's like it is literally
Naruto and Sasuke,
brother.
He took Naruto and Sasuke and put them into one character.
Yeah, no, he put both characters into two characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but just hyping up one side, Daichi has more Naruto in him, and then Shiro has more Sasuke in him.
What did you say, Dice?
I said that Daichi. I imagine his voice sounding like Yuri Lowenthal.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, if he had an English voice, yeah.
Yeah.
But I know his Japanese voice is Ken, the same guy who voiced Yuki Judai from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the main character.
So a lot of characters.
So pretty much, yeah. I mean, if you want to know what Daichi sounds like, watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Listen to the main character. That's basically what he sounds like. But you gotta watch him in Japanese because
Yu-Gi-Oh! Japanese is honestly so tedious.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. But anyways, we see kind of like Misora just kind of watching over like really, boys.
Yeah, Daichi's all like,
"Don't." What Sakura did and try to get in between them.
Yeah, I mean, she kind of tries to, but Daichi's just like, "No, don't bother. We're gonna duke this out." And then they pass out and lie in the water.
Yep.
They're about to fight. Just stay on the sidelines, woman.
Yeah.
Like,
can handle this.
Like, the men are talking. That's basically how that kind of happened.
And then the final conclusion to this chapter, all this fighting happens and everything, and then Shiro's just like, "You know what? You're right, Daichi. I shouldn't be a loser." And then he decides he's gonna go rescue.
He's gonna fist bump the sky.
Girl 2. Yeah, we fist bump the sky and says like I have the power. I'm gonna go solve my problem.
But
that's it.
His fist bump thing is actually his trademark in the video game. Type.
You can't say the fist bump is a trademark to any character because every character does it. But
like if we're talking about in Blazer Drive's universe type of thing, but he does it a lot.
Okay. I don't deny it. Every character fist bumps the sky.
Yeah, that's true. And now we're going on to chapter 21.
Almost there, guy.
Yeah, I know. Almost there. We're almost there. And now, we're back to my adventures at Melon's hideout. At Kyuri's adventures with Gen and Melon. And they're wondering, like, what is up with this guy? And like, and everybody's thinking, and they're thinking, like, look, he looks so lanky.
He looks like a cucumber.
Yeah, because he is one. Dun dun dun.
You shouldn't talk about yourself like that, Kyle.
I know. He's like a burdock, you say. And like he pretty much he's like, my name is Kyuri. I mean, like, just take a note of that. And they actually do make a joke about, like, okay, that his name is Cucumber. His name is basically Cucumber.
Yeah. And this mystery man who's laughing to himself over here makes the comment of how both brother and sister are in the Gord family.
Yeah. No, remember we named him Taro.
Oh, right, Taro. My bad. See, he's so generic.
Yeah, he's so generic that we had to give him a generic name. You know, Taro is basically, he's like, you both Gords. And then now we just
Kyle talks to Kuroki a lot because apparently whenever he needs to find Melon, he just asks Kuroki and he tells him exactly where he is or where she is.
Yeah. And now she's like, next time I see this guy, I'm gonna torture him. And literally, he's like strapped to a table with these little devils poking him and prodding him.
The poor man.
The poor man.
He should know better than to go through with than to do the things he does to be put in these situations.
I know, and she asked Kyori, "What the fuck you doing here?" And then Kyori goes up.
His running the series.
Yeah, Kyori goes up to Saki, and thinks of her like it tries to be like get all touchy-feely with Saki.
Well, he's here to beg his sister for
money.
But he doesn't want to get a job.
Yeah, and he doesn't he's supposed to wear glasses because he has really bad eyesight. So
but it's so funny,
because
it makes him look like an otaku.
Yes, he doesn't like wearing his glasses, because they make him look like an otaku. And he's Kyle.
Yeah.
And
why?
But I don't beg for money though.
This is true. You have that. But yeah, his whole thing is because he doesn't wear his glasses, he mistakes for Melon.
Yeah, and that's true.
Yeah, it made very angry, and she like throws him and does her like super secret bondage technique into the ground, and about how he can't wear his glasses because he doesn't want to look like an
otaku. And it's funny that Kyori, he does a dogaze up, but his head is not touching the ground. Which that means it's kind of like when your head doesn't touch the ground, it's kind of like
it's insincere, disrespectful.
Yeah, it's like the fingers. It's like when you cross your fingers behind your back, type of deal. He wants 50,000 yen. That is $500.
Yo, he's got to get his Megu-chan limited edition figure.
I'm like,
yeah, man, he needs to feed his addiction.
Yeah, Kyle, feed your addiction. Get that Megu-chan.
Well, Majoka Megu wa Majoka Megu.
No. All right, moving on.
No, I'm kidding. But anyway, she starts like pretty much like reeling in like cattle.
Yeah, how Melon uses her secret technique to hog tie her brother, and he's
Shitsuke.
there bones for money.
It's like, give me money. And then Watcher's like, why do I feel strangely horny right now? And yeah, he was just, what is this refreshed feeling that they all have? Even Taro's like, really, dude? I'm generic, but you're weird. And now pretty much after hog tying her brother. Hello? Guys?
Yeah.
All right, you're here.
What's up?
Okay, you guys kind of all cut out.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, after Taro's basically like has that face like I may be generic, but you're a weirdo.
Getting too aroused by this.
Yes, he probably is.
Oh no, that's too much. No.
Like, and it's like he gets, and they're even making fun. Like he gets more persistent after this happens. Like, come on, this guy doesn't know when to quit.
You know, he's got to get his fix, man.
He's got to get his Meguchan figurine. And he's like, nobody can buy my wings of freedom. I'm like, no, dude.
I do like that quote. How he just says, "In this world, and nothing can bind my wings of freedom." Come on, man.
I know he's like in some ways he is the manga personification of me. In other ways, he's just a weirdo.
Yeah.
But I just love how he's like, no violence, please.
Don't hurt me. I bruise easily.
Not the face.
You wouldn't hit a guy not wearing glasses, would you?
Oh, God. And then he actually puts on his glasses, and then watch, he actually puts on his glasses. And so it's like, you wouldn't hit a man with glasses, would you? And she's like, good, you finally wore your glasses. I'm like, he's like, damn it.
And then kicks his ass anyway.
Yep. And now we're back to Daichi and Misora on their little goofy adventure. And they're like, look, there's a medical center nearby and all this shit. They're like, you know, some of the Shiba shops and all that.
Apparently, Kuroki is in the hospital being treated for wounds. Apparently, he also this Albert guy.
Yeah.
Weird that this is just kind of something
that's kind of off screen happened.
Yeah, it's never. And Kuroki being there fighting this guy. It's like,
I think,
which is why like I wonder if like this Albert guy is like a character in the video game or something. Like what? Like I don't know. As far as I know, he's not a character in the series.
I think he actually is in the game.
Both Kuroki and Shiro fight him off screen. So
wait, what, Dice?
A boss in the game.
Oh, he is. See, I haven't played the game enough, so it's like, so apparently, like Dice says, he's the final boss of the game, which means he might be the end game person in the manga. So
Seishi is using the fact that it's based on a game to get kind of lazy with the storytelling.
Yeah. Because, oh, wait, you don't know what happened this year? You gotta go play this game. Oh, you want to know who this guy is? Go play the game. Where's Kuroki been this whole time? Go play the video game. Do you want to know what I'm doing for my next work? Go play this video game. Do you want to know why I'm less successful than my brother? Go play this video game. And then we see that they're talking to Shiro in a flashback, kind of. And and we see Jonathan is there talking about like Guardians always have great missions. Well, and then she's thinking, and Misora's thinking like including that Pink Paradise magazine, right?
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Just so you know.
I saw that magazine.
We all know. Everybody knows.
Barely legal.
We know your fetishes, Jonathan. We know your kinks. And he's like, and then he wants stuff like, no, you don't. That was business.
Strict.
And and Shiro just goes like, don't worry about Tamaki, Daichi. I'm gonna rescue her because she's my girl. And Daichi's like, yep, he's lively, he's doing good. You know what? He should be fine. We won't have to worry about him for a long time. And then we see Daichi and Misora now are still having a conversation about they got to do some work. They got to go visit Kuroki. And now we cut back to the hospital. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Okay, good. Sorry, it just you guys both of you cut out this time again.
I don't know what's going on. My Discord just stops responding every now and then. I don't know what's going on.
Damn you, Discord!
It's less in the volume.
Yeah, I turned up the volume.
Anyway, we see Kuroki eating delicious taiyaki.
Which taiyaki is amazing.
One day.
It is awesome. And Daiichi's like, come on, give me one. Kuroki's like, no, get your own, bitch. And they're just they're kind of having a good old time, and Kuroki's kind of choking on his taiyaki, and Daiichi's pretty much laughing at him, going, ha ha.
That's a tsundere moment.
Yeah.
Kuroki says, you got along with Shiro pretty well, haven't you, Daichi? And it's like, no, it's not like I like him or anything.
Of course not.
It's not because he has awesome silverish blue hair that I want. And Kuroki has pink hair, by the way.
They're fabulous.
Yep.
Everyone's fabulous.
Yeah. And they're always, and he mentions that Ginga used to be was his rival too.
Did you forget that yet?
Yeah. Do you remember that, guys? Huh? Do ya?
No. No one remembers it. That's why they have to tell you it again.
Yep.
But,
And then they find out that actually their restoration of their new headquarters is actually almost done. And they're like, holy shit, that was really fast. And their mission is to go to the new secret headquarters. And they get their cards to get into this headquarters. And they have their communicator devices, and they're gonna they might be running errands again. And they reference Shiro going to find Tamaki. And he just makes another reference to Ginga. And Daichi's saying, I didn't say I wasn't gonna be uncool.
It's uncool. And he just walks away. Cool guys don't look at.
And Daichi's like, come on, let's go, Misora. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, we'll see you later. And now we see Kuroki kind of brooding to himself a little bit, and he's thinking how Daichi's not feeling. He wants to see Ginga as soon as possible. You know what I mean? And they're gonna find out some kind of painful truth about the two, which again, Ginga's hiding shit that shouldn't be hidden. Guys? Yo, guys.
Yeah.
Ginga's hiding shit. Not Ginga's. Kuroki's hiding shit from Daichi that shouldn't be hidden.
Yep. Everybody knows this is top secret connection between Daichi and Ginga.
And the Mystickers.
Wants to tell him what it is.
Let's have dramatic irony.
Yeah, we gotta be dramatic. And now there's only 3 people left in the Queenling realm. literally, and we see shit. The only girl in the room is done for too. It's become a real sausage fest in here. And now, like, everybody's waiting for the reputation of the Queenling realm. He's like, the reputation of the Queenling realm is weeping. And now we see this guy, Mitoni, is going to be the next one up. And he's the only Queenling realm member I hate.
Wait, who?
This guy, the guy with the visor playing the PSP.
First of all, that's a chick, okay?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, never mind. She just, because her design doesn't look like a girl, that's...
Oh, I thought that was a guy.
No, she's female.
Mitoni's a female, then. I messed that up, too, because her design... Yeah, I mean...
No, like, I totally get it. I didn't think she was either. But they do refer to her as a her. So she is.
Yeah. And now they're basically in this world's version of Akihabara now. In this world's Akihabara.
I just want to comment that gigantic maid statue is just really trashy. It's just way too big.
Hey, don't be trash talking the big maid statue. It is a beautiful maid statue. Anyways, Daichi's now inside one of the shops. And the old man he's looking for his parts for his board and stuff.
Getting all those Division 3 pieces.
Yeah. And now we see this fighting game that is already out. Kenkyaku 5 is out. It's
in Japanese.
Yeah. Kenkaku. It's basically this world's version of Street Fighter and Tekken. And now, and Misora's like, we can't play video games right now. We gotta do shit. Daichi's like, but you went
get paid.
It's like, but you went to a fortune teller's place and we almost got our asses beaten because of that. And like,
stop blaming me for your problems.
Yeah, I know. Literally, Daichi's kind of rubbing her face in it a little bit, but it is true. Like, they would have never had to fight Murasaki Shikibu if Misora didn't just go on her own to a fortune-telling place.
I mean, that's not entirely true. Found a way to shoehorn that in anyway, so...
Yeah, I mean...
She would have gone after Daichi eventually.
Yeah, but no, like...
You sexist pigs need to stop victim blaming.
Well, I mean...
I'm not victim
blaming. No, I'm not victim shaming, but
character.
But it is the truth, though, in a sense. Without her kind of running off on her own, they would have to fight Murasaki a lot later.
To me.
What's up?
Can't explain anything to me.
I know.
This was made in 2000.
Yeah, if that was made in 2019, then yeah. If this was made by an American in 2019, then yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Japan has... There's only... Speaking of, like, the whole being woke and Me Too movement and stuff like that, Japan barely has had something like that. Really.
Well,
there's only one
Japan
person...
is mostly conservative.
Oh, yeah, they are. Very, very conservative about things.
But slowly changing.
Which, if America keeps going into trying to get into the anime industry, then yeah, they'll be bringing the views with it. You know what I mean? That is the truth.
Very true.
Yeah, I mean,
the British version, that's how Missouri's character would be. Definitely.
Yep. That is true. That is true. If she was written by an American woman in America, then yeah.
Yeah. Her fight with Dante would have been her Me Too moment.
Yep. No, most of her thing would be calling. She'd be yelling rape.
Yes, stop it! No.
And Danji would be like, I didn't do nothing. I swear. I just sent mosquitoes.
It was totally legit. It was fine.
It was consensual. But no. Anyways, now Daichi is now playing video games in the game center.
Yeah, 'cause we got to get this idea across real quick.
Love the character design of the guy on the left.
Oh yeah, the guy on the left looks pretty cool. And his name is Koda, by the way. And
Koda versus Yoshida.
And like now Daichi is getting his ass handed to him by a guy playing a girl character.
She gets all full of himself, like this ignorant fool playing a character like this against me. I'll take care of this and no problem. And then he gets his ass kicked.
Yeah, I love that. I just love his face too. He's like, no.
How did I lose?
Yeah. Basically, he did that. Like
perfect character.
And Kyuri's just taunting him at this point.
That guy was so weak, I didn't even have to use my hand.
Yeah.
That's what I use my other hand for.
Oh my god. And he's like, and he's basically like, Daichi's about to kick his ass, like, don't touch my Megu figure, please. And he just kind of slinks off and says, I'm sorry. I better go now.
He apologizes while still playing the game one-handed.
That's true. And I'm wondering, how did he get the money for this?
Melan-chan gave it to him.
Did she actually give in to him?
She always does.
Apparently, I guess. So it's not even Kuroki's fault at this point. You know?
I mean, it's probably Kuroki's fault. Just, you know.
It's partially his fault. It's kind of her fault too.
She's an enabler.
Yes, she basically is. And like Misora kind of
helping her brother fight his addiction.
Look, about addiction, there's a weaning process. So clearly, this is the last Megu figure he's ever going to get for at least 2 months.
Yeah, but then he'll relapse. They always do.
They always do.
But anyways, and Misora's like, "Where the fuck are you, Daichi?"
Really want to.
She's like, "Where the fuck are you, Daichi?" And then all of a sudden we see like Daichi's ready to kick Kyuri's ass. And Daichi kind of sees Might-Assault Ginga in the background.
He does.
He sees somebody that looks like Ginga. And Daichi's kind of gonna run after him.
He's got to go see. He's got to go make sure.
Yep.
I'll find my brother.
My brother.
I will find you.
I will find you, Alejandro.
Well, Kyle here, how Daichi runs off.
He's like pathetic.
Just like running away after losing a game. How pathetic.
And then he keeps playing the video game.
Yeah. Kind of looks like the protagonist is Samurai 8.
Oh, yeah, he kind of does. Which, you know what?
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, I know. You know what? Seishi should have drawn Samurai 8.
Should have.
He should have. Because it would have made sense. I mean, they both have literally the same art style. You know? It would have worked. It would have worked out.
What if Daichi is just a metaphor for Seishi chasing after Masashi?
Yeah. Dun, dun,
I'm not
dun.
gonna lie, that actually is kind of a mind blower. I didn't think.
Yeah, Daichi being the underdog brother, kind of looking, trying to get to the more successful one.
I just want to be you.
He chases after him through this crowd, around these like bends into alleyways and everything, and then he runs into a dead end with just a bunch of TVs.
Yeah,
and but Ginga's not there. But then Ginga starts appearing on all the TVs. And then he says, "I'm so disappointed in you. I will never forgive you.
It's your
fault. Off by your manga.
It's your fault. Your manga's not doing better than mine. It's your fault.
It's your fault, Seishi. It's your fault.
Why will never be popular?
Read
all my character designs.
Read Weekly Shonen Jump. It's only 200 yen of issue.
Oh, I'll never support that system. That cancels good manga all the time.
I do love that panel of Daichi where he's just sitting there with his hands up, his eyes are going all bug-eyed and everything. It's like the blurry screens playing in the background.
I love that too. He's like, the fuck is happening?
No!
It's
not true. It's
impossible! He's having his Luke Skywalker.
Wake up! I miss you.
No. He's having his Luke Skywalker moment. It's not true. It's impossible. I am your brother. No.
You are the failure.
No.
You'll never become a good mangaka.
Oh, well, no, he has. I think Seishi has.
It's exaggerating.
Yeah. Let's not go that far.
I'm drawing the line there.
I'm drawing the line here. And she's like, and Misora's like, Daichi, where'd you go?
What are you doing?
What are you doing sleeping on the street?
You just ran away and passed out. Are you on drugs?
But not right now.
No, you are on drugs.
No, I'm on my daily dose of Ritalin, that's all. That's all. I don't know. My Ritalin just crashed, that's why. But
why the hell are there TVs in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, that's true. Like, I'm wondering what this whole pile of TVs is just doing there.
It's almost like it for some kind of trap.
That's true. And it's like, Misora thinks that Daichi's just tired, and they got all the stuff that they need. Now they're just gonna go back to HQ. And when we see one of the TVs go, just kind of like turn off, it's going.
Well, I don't know. You know more about Japan than I'm going to say anyone else in this call, Kyle. Mm-hmm. Does Japan just have alleyways that just lead to dead end?
Yes, they do.
Oh.
They do. Sometimes you find restaurants in those alleyways with dead ends, though.
Cool.
Yeah.
The more you know.
So really, if you go into an alleyway in Japan, you're not looking for danger. You're looking for adventure.
You might even find a vending machine that has a porn magazine in it.
Yeah, we find that too. Or the
one that sells used panties.
Or you might find the Tsundere Maid Cafe. That actually exists. People.
I don't doubt it.
I don't know.
The cat cafes exist. Anything exists anymore.
Yeah. And then we see this guy.
Hi.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to take you to HQ now. Hop in.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Who's always tied up. And for a long time, you and me thought this was Melon's brother.
I mean, he is kind of beaten up in like every scene he's ever
in. Yeah, I mean,
maybe he's just into BDSM.
Maybe.
I do like how they open it with his name Kageki-san. You survived.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's true. I do like that. Like Kagekyu.
And I love how he's just looking at them with this blank stare.
He's like,
man, you're alive.
Yeah.
He's like,
Still here.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, let's go with that. And they finally get to where they need to go. It's like now they go under the ground, mind you, into a secret passageway underground. And now this is the command center room where all these other NPCs are.
So real quick, I do really like this new command center. It's very nice, but
it doesn't.
I think it's old one. The entrance was through a vending machine.
That was actually pretty cool. That was actually conspicuous.
Cool. Yeah, opens up into a staircase. You go down. It's all fine. The entrance is you get into a car, and then it drops you down into it like an elevator. But I'm just saying, like, so people watch you get into a car and then never come out of it, and the car never leaves.
That people will get more. Like, people will get more suspicious.
Like that's a little bit more suspicious.
Yeah. Well, you need the sign up. You need the sign that says "suspicious place," and nobody will be suspicious.
This is very true. Just have the license plate just read "suspicious."
And now, Daichi's like, "Oh my god, this is even cooler than the old one!" And all of a sudden, we see Melon's sex dungeon. Next panel. It's literally Melon's sex dungeon.
That horse.
Like, of course, that's how that's happening. And then we see this, like, kind of like trembly old man coming by. He's like, "Oh, you're finally here."
Dude, the dude's like 1 foot tall. Like, it's creepy. It's weird.
His name is Tekoji. And he's the Guardian's mechanic. Which I'm surprised he's able to mechanic things because of how wobbly he is.
He's got some tremors going on.
Yeah, he's got the shakes.
They're repeating the last word of every sentence.
Yep.
That's what he's good for.
He's got the shakes a bit. You know what I mean? He's got the horrors. He needs rum.
Pressure. He's got that diabetes.
Back hurts.
He's got the horrors. He needs the rum. That's a Muppet Treasure Island reference, by the way.
I got it. I do like how Daichi goes to like hug the old man, and then he gets the tremors too.
Dude, yeah, I know. That is hilarious. And I think he actually
the rumble fruit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I think he actually mocks him one time too. Like
probably, maybe.
Like just not on purpose either. It's just like it was like a one-time accident thing. And all the section guardians are back apparently. All the Melon-chan and all the other NPCs and Tenjik and Yurika. Yuyuka, sorry. I because I haven't seen her in so long.
God, if you're gonna name, freaking know it. Give you a name, memorize it.
Yeah, Yuyuka. I am so sorry.
I can't say that. I talk about how I think the characters, and I still call that chick Ice Queen. So.
Yeah, that's true. And we don't even remember the one guy that's at Gen's house. We just call him Taro.
I mean he's right there.
Oh yeah, Taro's here too.
Good old Taro. Never let anyone down.
Yep. generic as all hell, but never let anybody down. And she's like, you became great blazers.
Yeah. Really didn't fuck anything up. He didn't forget to pick up that sticker from the Queen. Oh my god. Stop.
Yeah. And then, anyways, we cut back. We see Cutie still at the game center. He's like, I can't believe I lose a gaming. Like, who kicked my ass? And then we see this chick who is my least favorite of the Queenling Realm members.
I'm not gonna lie, she has kind of a weak story, but I still like her. I personally, I like her theme. I like
her
what
theme
her
and
power
everything.
is, but yeah, her story is kind of
Yeah, I like her theme. I like her theme and how she fights and everything. That's awesome. But as we see in the final chapter of this volume, chapter 22, The Invader. Ooh, spooky, scary. And The Invader, which we open up on this color shot of like Daichi and everybody. Yuka's about to hug Daichi. Daichi loses his hot dog.
Daichi's dropping his hot dog like a fool.
Bad thing about it, we only see his characters wear different clothing on the color chapters.
Yeah, very true.
That's true. And with the color pages and
Give
all.
us some different outfits.
I know. Well, you gotta be consistent though. You gotta be consistent sometimes in manga though. Like,
hey, like
when you're drawing pages,
I'm pretty sure
when you're on a weekly or monthly schedule, I mean, you still kind of have to be able to draw fast enough. So I think that's why you don't see a lot of changes in clothing.
I understand that and everything, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about it in other episodes. But really don't want to get into a tangent about Bleach because I'm going to be here all night.
Oh god!
But I will say one thing I respect about Bleach is the characters actually change their clothes day to day, and that's
true.
You don't see in anything.
Kubo did say he wanted to become a fashion designer.
Yeah, that's true. So fashion was a big part of his manga too. I will give him that.
He really should have become a designer after he finished
Bleach.
For that,
he probably would have had a pretty decent career. I mean, and now we cut back.
Got to work on Sakura Wars.
Yeah, he's working on Shin Sakura Wars. He did the character designs for that, and he's also going to be doing a Saint Seiya spinoff.
What?
Yeah, he's doing a Saint Seiya spinoff, which will be coming out around this year, I think. Actually,
Saint Seiya is what inspired Bleach. Actually,
yeah, that's what he said too. I don't like Kubo as a person too much. He's very petty.
He didn't do anything.
No, like when everybody asks like, what do you think of Eiichiro Oda? Maybe it could be his sarcasm. It might be sarcastic or not, but if he really wasn't, he says Oda's dead to me. He's had a 20-year grudge. You know what I mean? Against Oda. For being...
What was that?
Like, Taite Kubo has had like a 20-year grudge against Eiichiro Oda.
Huh.
Yeah, because he got serialized first.
Oh, right. I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah. He was winning awards and stuff. And then got One Piece serialized before he could even get there. And then, like... So, really, he's that... And it's one of those things, like, he's that petty. I don't know if it's just like sarcasm or he's really that petty. So, who knows, but... And he's been known to be difficult to work with, too. But anyways, not after my weird tangent about whenever Bleacher Taite Kubo comes up.
We're not there yet. We gotta wait still.
I know. We gotta wait till the wheel... Yeah. We gotta wait for our wheel to pick that one. Anyways... And now we cut back to Akihabara. And we see Kyuri's looking for his Meguchan figure. He lost it.
Kidnapped.
He lost it.
It's been model napped.
He just bought it.
A whole $500 down the drain. That sounds like addiction to me.
Yeah. I don't remember any figure being $500.
As someone who's really into Gundam, it happens quite often.
Well, yeah, okay, Gundam, yeah, I can see Gundam, but like a figurine like this, for a figurine like this, I've seen at the most $100.
That there aren't that would spend if there isn't already happened already, which I'm sure it has. Aren't people out there that would spend $500+ on a figurine?
Yeah, that's true. There probably is. Like I've seen Blu-ray box sets in Japan cost $500.
Oh, Blu-ray boxes in Japan are awful.
Well, they're not awful. It's just in price, yeah, they're awful. But in quality, they're like the best quality you're ever gonna get with an anime. Because they're doing it themselves and they're not cheaping out on it. But anyways, we see Curie, he's all mad, he's all upset. It's like that his $500 figure got figure napped. And he's like, fine. It turned out like this, huh? And then it cuts back to goddammit pacing.
It makes sense though. He leaves very in his eye as he's like, all right, things are going to turn out like this. Then it goes back to here.
Yeah. And then, now we're inside the new Guardian 3 HQ. And everybody's like, you were late. You're late getting your mission done, and Yuka jumps up to tackle Daichi. Like, she's like, I missed you.
Big old hug.
Big old hugs.
Like Tenjik tries to do it to Miss Sora, and she just punches him.
Yeah, I love the panel. She's basically like doing like the Elmira from Tiny Toons. She's like, I love you and hug you and squeeze you forever and ever until he dies. Just. And yeah, like you said, like when Tenjik does it, he sort of just punches him. That's animal abuse.
If he's a porcupine, that actually hurt her more than him.
Yeah.
She didn't hit any of the quills.
No, she hit him in the face. She hit him in the face.
Kind of less mean.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yuyuka is pretty much saying that. Say, look at this dress. What do you think? I like it. Do you? It's in black. This suits me better, right?
I'm not going to lie. Daichi here has a thing where he's all, what was the outfit like before? And then, like, Yuyuka gets kind of... everything and the teardrop in the back of her head. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even remember what she looked like before.
No, I don't either.
I didn't see something new until she brought it up. So
yeah, like she still looks like gothic lolly girl. You know what I mean?
She's still wearing a maid outfit, so
yeah, she's still lolly girl. So that's it. And she's like, "Did that old woman do anything to you?"
As we can see, she has a severe.
Yeah, she's always had she does not like older women around her.
She hates how older women try to act proper and mature, and she thinks that she's better than them.
It's not her fault. She's been corrupted by the patriarchy, and it's up to Mazur to save her.
Yo, oh my god. Damn patriarchy.
Freaking patriarchs.
But, anyways.
It's sponsored by Gillette.
Yeah, sponsored by Gillette. Shh.
Are you tired of your...
Are you tired of your...
Men being toxic?
Now use Gillette.
Freaking hate those commercials.
Oh my god, yeah. I do too. But anyways, we see Taro here putting in some commentary about him and about Yuyuka and Daichi making like a good pair.
Oh man, no.
Like this guy who I dubbed the name Taro.
I don't think that's him.
He looks like him.
He sort of kind of does, yeah. But this guy's got like this whole like tie thing going on, and Taro had like the bandolier around his body.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, we're in Japan. Lolicon is big over here.
Oh my god.
No. Don't get arrested. You might have
God
to pay
knows
a fine.
why.
Yeah, God knows why. Who knows? And now it's like everybody's like, oh, the gang's all back together except for Kuroki, who's in the hospital.
That's no excuse.
That's no excuse.
Melon-chan's arm is still on a sling.
And like she's still in a sling.
Fight that happened multiple chapters ago.
Yeah, exactly. No, here's Taro. Well, I found Taro. He's right here.
I told you, he's right there.
He's like Sugetsu.
I know. And it's like, well, since there aren't only Blazers here, you know. And we found out like she's talking about Jonathan's told like you've beaten one of the 5 pillars. No, they've beaten 2 of the 5 pillars. Actually.
Well, they only beat one. Yuka and Tenjik took.
Mm. Yeah, Kuroki beat Shuga, and what is it? And Misora beat Murasaki Shikibu, which. Who the fuck Daichi beat then? No one.
That baseball guy.
But he wasn't the 5 pillar of the Queenling realm.
Sure.
Which I'm waiting for Daichi. I think Daichi's gonna do the end game thing.
Well, duh. Like what?
Yeah, I know. Duh. I'm waiting for like the duh, and then the jackass. Yeah, coming up there. That's kind of my jackass moment right there.
I'm just saying. I think the main character is going to beat the game. That makes sense to me.
But don't quote me on it. It may not be possible.
Maybe Misora will swoop in and steal the limelight. I don't know.
Maybe
Naruto might make a cameo.
Fund a feminist organization.
Maybe Naruto might make a cameo. Who knows? Anything
become mainstream.
Maybe it might be possible. But anyways, this is where Melon says, I can see it now. You have become full-fledged Blazers. I'm like, how do you see this? You're not even a Blazer.
She's got the eyes, man.
She's got the seductive...
She just knows.
Her seductive eyes knows. And well...
I want you...
And it's like, now it's like everybody's like, man, why is she praising Daichi again?
I do like how she she even says like you're gonna be the first one to try out my new torture room, and everyone's like, "Yep, saw that coming."
Yep. Which I thought she's reserved that for Kuroki, but I don't know. Daichi's next, I guess.
Or what's his name, the car driver?
Oh yeah, Kagekyu.
Kagekyu, yeah, that forgettable face.
That forgettable character that we only met once, tied up in the background.
That's not true. He was also beaten to a pulp in one episode.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh my god, this is where Daichi mocks Tekoji. He basically mocks him. and now they're
it's an accident.
Yeah, it's probably an accident, but like they're drinking, they're having a good time. They're like, yeah, we're safe here. Like, we're all safe in this place.
Of course.
And now we see Genin family. Like, kind of expecting the Black Kakutan sticker. You okay? Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Okay. Sorry, my wife pricked her finger. I was wondering if she was okay.
I was gonna say, did a duck just fly into the room? What the hell?
No. Nah, my wife pricked herself in the finger. She's sewing something. And yeah, and like we see Tenjik is talking to Gen. Like they're wondering like how, like, why did the last user vanish into the shadows? Why do these stickers keep killing people? And like Tenjik's trying to hit on Saki. And they're testing out the sticker. They're just seeing all of its power levels. They're like, it's incredible. Like, the strength. Like, they're finding out, like, this sticker could actually kill a Blazer. And Gen's like wondering, who are these people of the Quinlan realm? And he's wondering, wait, are they really Blazers?
And he slaps on his god hand.
Yeah, the god hand, which is awesome. That's probably one of the mist stickers I would actually like to have.
It seems really cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool mist sticker. And he's just like, he's ready to like see if he can fix it so people can actually use it.
I think he's just trying to. He's just doing a further inspection, trying to get an understanding of.
Yeah. And the shadow's like literally trying to consume him.
Yeah, it bursts forth and starts wrapping around his arm, and then his own shadow starts like shooting spikes everywhere.
And they're like maybe we shouldn't touch this one.
Yeah. And I do like. I mean, it's kind of like a long-winded explanation nonsense.
Yeah.
I do like how they finally go into like specifically the Queening
Right.
stickers, but they finally start talking about like how they work and like what their powers and whatnot.
Like even yeah, like they're even saying like it's like they feel more manufactured. They're not really like alive.
They're almost alive.
They're almost alive.
The life thing going on. Like they're not really alive, but they're kind of alive because they absorb spiritual energy.
Like
they hold their own spiritual energy inside them.
And like even the strongest of these mist stickers are like even the strongest Blazers like could die in like after like one or two uses after this.
Yeah. And I guess that they kind of sort of explain that weird visitor monstrosity thing that came and absorbed all those people. Like they did that because they basically absorbed the spiritual energy from those Blazers to help, I guess, themselves be able to control it, or they do it to power.
So they can power themselves up, I think. That's what I think they're basically saying, because they gotta eat other. They need spiritual power so they can live to use these stickers.
Yeah.
And what do you think, Dice?
Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting. I didn't really care.
Okay.
You don't care about the most important information? I won't even go.
Yeah,
it's pretty basic.
Yeah, it is like the most basic information that's in there. It's like I wasn't surprised about it, and now we see Daichi's brother Ginga appear on a screen.
I do like this one panel where it was like where it happens, like the lights shut off and everything's going weird. But then you see like the next panel is Daichi, and he's got this thing going on behind him. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I know. I love that too. That is
CG.
It's screen to how they did it. They used something to like blend it, or they printed out that picture with screen tone and pushed it in to the picture and cut Daichi around it. In a sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
And then we see he's like, Ginga, the fuck you doing on TV?
What are you doing? You're a failure.
You're a failure.
Or can't see him.
And
this is something going on in oh my god, something going on. He's the only one that can see it.
Yeah, that's true. He's the only one that can see it. And then we see like,
but then I guess the lights are turning off.
Yeah, Tekoji's seeing like somebody's hacking into their systems. And like now we see that something's wrong with Daichi. And then generic NPC that's not Taro is saying the first entrance is blocked.
Oh god.
Oh god. And Melon's like wondering what the fuck's going on here. And then we see the hacker girl using Sakume's light.
Combined with Sakume's light.
Yeah, with technology. And she's
into anything.
And she's actually
randomly tapping the keyboard.
Yeah. Which I think it's kind of a weird. It's a pretty cool use for a mystic, and also kind of like not a good use for this mysticker at the same time.
I guess like one of my problems with this villain, like I said, like I still,
yeah, I like,
but just in general, like early 2000s, yeah, I'd say like early 2000s, like now too, but like there's this really big thing. Like I understand like technology got more bigger and popular and everything.
Yeah.
So like people started like coming out with these like hacker characters, and like there was like a real people that were like good with computers and everything and able to like hack into all this crap and do coding and whatnot.
Like this person could hack into the government base that steal all this money.
Yeah, I just feel like it's an oversaturated thing at this point.
Yeah, even in 2008.
Every series had some kind of character that was just really good with computers and hacking and stuff.
You mean the Donatello? Basically, the Donatello, he does machines.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah.
It starts out with that character. He's Donatello. He does machines. In a sense.
What's the hacker? And like he would hack them and play games that were blocked.
Yeah, it's like
we had kids like that. I mean, like I don't know if anyone did anything or anything like that, but I remember in grade school we'd had people with like they would give us like the laptops to do work on it, like whatever project we had or whatever, and there was always that like one kid in class that figured out the command code that could like unlock all the like the security blocks and everything that stops kids from
Yeah,
sites and all that stuff.
Going on to the real internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looking at porn for the first time.
Nah, man, I was hardcore. I was getting on those game sites we weren't allowed
Yeah,
to do.
that's true. I knew a lot of people were playing games on them. You know what I mean? More than anything.
They're trying to hack my college's computer so I can play Fortnite and stuff like that. But their security is like, I tried everything. It's insane. I just want to play Fortnite and Apex Legends and all the other crap.
In our day, we didn't have no Fortnite.
Okay, we did have that one computer. The were like they were already lessened because it was the computers class. It was the like the computer programming class and whatnot. And because those computers needed more access to things, they had lesser restrictions. Someone brought in Quake and installed it on the server. And so whenever we would like finish doing everyone in class would just jump on Quake. That was always fun.
I remember people were doing that. I didn't know that you were a part of that.
I mean, I wasn't one of those that was, like I had nothing to. I found out about it and I played with everybody. So anyway, hackers oversaturated. I feel like it's a cool concept, but it's a cool concept, but people should just kind of take a break.
And this is 2000. Like this is anywhere between 2009 and 11 at this point too. So this was even a big trope even back then. Overused trope even back then. The hacker character. You know what I mean?
You can always hack things like supernaturally fast. Like she's doing this in seconds.
Yeah, I know.
At first, I thought it was her sticker was the power of light, move at light speed kind of thing. But now that I think about it, like she can control just light in general.
Which I guess that means I guess the light from the screen and everything like that.
Be able to process that.
Yeah, like she's like, because I know she makes a comment about how like she hacked into it in the first place was because she could like see through, because she like wavelengths and all this nonsense. So I feel like she's not like light speed. She's just naturally that fast, which is ridiculous.
But like with pretty much like any hacker character is kind of like that lightning fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyways, now
practice.
Yeah. And now Daichi gets transported to the digital world where he gets his Digimon partner. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. I don't know if any of you guys watch Rick. Thought was, show me what you got, as soon as I saw this next panel.
Oh, yeah, for Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I remember. That's the one where...
Online.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Very true.
Yeah. And now Daichi gets an Agumon. But anyways, we see now he's in this digital world.
He's in his physical body is still in the real world,
but his
inside this video game.
But yeah, mentally he's in this digital world.
The super hacker girl, his brain into data and transported him into this video game world that she made. Yeah, right. Like granted, these people stickers that grant themselves power. Crazy, but yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's a pretty cool concept. But I like that. Like, there's a part where Daichi kind of turns pixelated.
Yeah, because I guess it's to show the fact that he's Data.
Yeah, just to show that he's kind of Data-ish. And he's like wondering, like, what the hell happened? Why am I here?
The hacker girl goes on to say about how I'm hacking into your system, everything. But we're gonna
have some fun.
If you can win the game, you can stop the hack.
Like to play a game.
Would you like to play a game?
The game, you die in real life.
Yeah. Oh my god.
A new Saw movie written by Chris Rock.
Chris Rock is writing it?
Oh my god.
People.
I did not hear about that.
I heard something about that, but I thought that was going to be like a couple years ago. But I don't know if it's still
if
going.
Chris Rock is writing it, I think it might be a little bit self-aware.
It probably will be more than a little bit of self-aware at this point.
You know the classic trope: black people in horror movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tekoji's like pull the computer, like pull the electricity, do it. And then generic guy's like,
trap inside the thing.
Yeah. If they
do that, Daichi will die for.
Well, Daichi will die in real life.
What's that movie? Wait, what? That movie that quote is from?
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
Yeah. I think it's Tron, actually.
Is it Tron?
I think it's Tron.
I was going to say The Matrix. I don't think The Matrix is a game, actually, now I think about it.
I think it's Tron.
Maybe Tron. I can see that.
But that quote's been used a lot, too.
Oh, yeah.
But now, and now we see, Daichi's kind of roaming around a bit in this digital world, and, he's getting through these obstacles with all these heads. And, pretty much, this hacker lady's having fun at this point. And it's and she just basically says, if you reset the game, you're dead. And look at this monstrosity that she created.
It's really artistic.
Yeah. It's cool looking, I'm not gonna lie, but damn, that would give me nightmares.
Something out of a Kojima game.
Yeah, it kind of does, actually. It's got teeth in its front and its back.
Does it poop?
I don't know.
Out of its mouth? Out of its forehead. Out of its forehead mouth.
Oh, God. And Daichi's looking at it God, this thing's my enemy.
But he doesn't have any
mystickers
because those didn't get digital.
No, of course not. But I do like Daichi's kind of serious face. It's I'm gonna be clear. This game is stupid.
Yeah, it's all I gotta do is win. Fine, I'm Daichi.
Yeah. And there's a panel where it's it looks like it's not gonna do anything. It kind of turns into smoke and charges at him. And actually
it has extendo face and just kind of hits him.
Go gadget extendo face. And then and they're fighting, there's punches and kicks going on.
It opens its forehead mouth. Yeah, face mouth. Its forehead mouth and just fires a hyper beam.
Yeah. And we see Daichi's life bar going down. And they realize
his physical body starts bleeding.
His physical body is actually taking damage. That's gonna suck when he wakes up, though.
Oh yeah.
And Daichi just realized he doesn't have any of his mystickers. And now they're saying she's passed now to the second area now.
God, if only incredibly talented hacker would stand up to this onslaught.
Yeah. And then we see Daichi is about to get shot. And there's a beam, and he ducks. And then we see
the beam slows down for us and giving Daichi the chance to duck.
Yeah, we'd see Tekoji, he's actually good with computers.
Well, yeah, he's the tech guy.
Yeah, he's the tech guy. Yeah,
that's why his name is Tekoji.
Yeah, Tekoji. Yeah, actually, that's kind of cool. Yeah, in Japanese, it is, because his stutter kind of, makes the last word of every of his sentence, repeat.
Right.
Yeah. But anyways, now we see Hacker Girls going at, I'm gonna take things seriously now.
And then she fires.
The villain says.
Yeah, and then she fires 10 beams at him. Just a crap ton of.
It's a shit ton of energy beams. And Daiichi's like literally close to dying at this point.
Takoji's not fast enough to keep up with this.
And then now
but if they don't stop her, everything's done.
We're all
doomed. Doomed.
Our protagonist can't die yet.
Yep. Of course not.
We still got three volumes to get through. He can't die yet.
Yeah, he can't die, or he dies as a ghost.
But it's okay because Kyle is
Cutie is here. And he goes up to Misora's like, my newly brought Meg-chan was
abducted.
Was abducted.
Can I borrow money again?
Oh my god, no.
I'll put my hand on your chest. Pervert.
I know, it's like, and she just realized, oh wait, you're the one at the game center. Oh, and then we find out that she's taunting him. It's like, put on your Melon's saying to put on your glasses. And he's like, no violence.
He sees the beautiful background.
Yeah,
and he's like, oh, what's all that about?
Yeah, he sees the game. He sees the game going on, and he's wondering. He's just like, he's kind of getting amazed by it. It's like, and then Daiichi's all tied up, about to be blasted.
This is one of the parts where I start losing this villain. She starts talking about how it's like, this is my world, you can't get out of this. And Daiichi starts saying that's like, you're all talk in a virtual world. You don't have the strength to face me face to face. Like, you're just a cheater. And then you see her, and then she gets all like upset by that comment, and she's like, shut up, this is my world kind of thing. This is my reality. And it's like, this is where it loses me, because this is copy paste from whatever series you want. It's just like, I'm really good at computers, like I hate my own digital world kind of thing. It's just like,
hell, even Digimon did this.
Anything.
Even Digimon did this.
Computers are escape from reality, but like, it's overdone.
Yeah, even Digimon did this.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
Yeah. It is awesome.
It is awesome. Yeah.
But
anyways, then we see a bunch of smiley face shields come up with different expressions.
And they also, I do really like how they just all have different emojis.
Yeah, no, it's so cool though. The emoji shields. And she's like, "What the fuck's going on here?" And we see,
code anything like that? That can't happen.
I didn't code this.
And then we see good old Kyle here to save the day. And he says, like, he even says that all I have to do is,
if I beat,
give me money, fine,
I'll beat the game for you. And that ends.
Remember that one time when he was really? Turns out he's a hacker man too.
Ooh. And that ends Volume 6.
I could have sworn there was another chapter.
No, this the website that we're looking at this on, a lot of the websites that has it on messes up the order of things.
Yeah, it marks 2023 as Volume 6, but 23 is actually Volume 7.
Yeah, that's 23 is the actual beginning of Volume 7. 22 is the end of Volume 6. I should know. I have the Japanese version right here. And
the expert.
And I did have. I actually, because Kyle told me, and I was just like, wait a minute. No, I read Chapter 3. Like, you can't do this to me. But yeah, it's true. Chapter 23 is technically Volume 7. So 3 weeks.
Yeah, in like 3 weeks from now. Or so, 3 weeks or so from now, we'll be reading Volume 7 to be 2 volumes away from completion.
We're getting there. We're making the journey.
I know. What I have to do.
He's got a few that he's got on mind.
Yeah, this is currently this slot that we're doing is my personal pick.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's whatever my personal pick will be after this, which I don't want to spoil too much.
I think
BD Gray Man, but we'll see when we get to it.
Yeah, we've had said about it's either going to be like D Gray Man or something else, but I'm not going to reveal that something else. I know it, but he does. But
we will cross that bridge when we
get there. Yeah, and my next personal pick's not for like another like 15 volumes. And that one's gonna be a long ways away.
Yeah, the wheel pick is probably gonna take us another year to finish. So
yeah, like the wheel pick, because like we said with the wheel, we have to do it no matter what. We can't drop the wheel. You know. So Dice.
It's the cross we bear.
Yep, it is our sin. So Dice, how'd you think of your first episode on here?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. This was my first podcast I've ever been part of. And nothing about this obscure manga that nobody else has read.
Oh yeah, the funny thing is about this manga, Dice, like this may be the most obscure manga out of the three that we're reading, but this is the one that gets the most comments and stuff. Though,
for some reason, people wake up and they're just like, you know what? I want to know more about Blazer Drive, and it's just I don't know how or why, but they do it.
Oh, yeah. This manga kind of looks like Naruto. Let me check.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but you know what's funny?
When I originally read this, I was on the look at me. It's like, is that Naruto? No, it's not. And she was an older woman too.
Yeah. And
Wow.
But no, it's
that's some stranger. If you don't go near that woman ever again.
No, I had an actual stranger danger moment later.
Oh well.
Oh boy.
For a different day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Matt, what'd you think of this volume?
Good. Like I did enjoy it. First chapter with the whole cleaning up of the Ice Queen and everything. Very solid. I do like the. I do like Misora's whole like her moment, her moment of fame. Everything is solid. That whole thing was just like I'm glad I'm past it. It's I don't care about it anymore.
But Shiro was the disappointment for I think.
That's what I mean. That chapter with Shiro was just, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't god, but it was the fact that Shiro is just like he's just so against his character that I was just so against it.
It's one of those things. It's like you want to see Shiro's adventures, play the video game. Do you want to see why Shiro's being like this sad sack piece of shit? Play the video game. Do you want to see where Kuroki went and fucked off at? Play the video game.
Yeah.
She got.
But yeah, overall not terrible. Just like wish it didn't happen.
Yeah, like he was the most disappointing part, I think.
Yeah.
And Kyuri is a pretty cool character. Funny, I mean.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like the next two chapters, 22. Kyuri, favorite characters. I can't wait until volume that we do because as I'm again and as I was like reading his stuff, I remember exactly how this fight ends, and I love it. I talk ridiculous nonsense, but that's why I love anime to begin with.
Yeah.
So
the fun fight.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's going to be I'm looking forward to read through it again because I'm liking it. I like Kyori. I like Kyori's character.
Yeah, Kyori is awesome.
Fun at tropes all the time, but it's like I did like his entire setup, how like kind of come in out of nowhere, but like, you know, he did have that, he has his like special quirk thing where he's all like, oh, I don't want to be an otaku, and I mistake everyone to be my sister, but he like he shows up, he shows that he's like a really good,
like he's good
fighting video games and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that he is like just really good at video games in general, coding, and he's just like he's super fast and whatnot. And
yeah,
it's like I love him. I think he's great.
Oh yeah.
Also, just like I said, like I love all the series. This one is is the weakest. I feel, I don't know that far. I like the characters, like design. I like her powers and everything. I like what she does, but she is a trope that is overdone.
Yeah,
just they could have done something.
And her design, like, I wish they made her a little more feminine though, because like at first I thought she was a guy.
I get that.
Yeah, I mean
that's one of those things like with anime or manga.
Mm-hmm.
I just accept.
It's just gender roles on her.
That's what. Hey, you guys are the ones that thought she was a guy.
Yeah,
I fully accept.
Yeah, you can't go.
What she was did not discriminate.
I'm assuming her gender.
Yeah. Hey, stop it.
Okay. Anyway, I think my favorite character is Misora.
Yeah, Misora is pretty cool.
I'm a fan of the underdog. She tried
to
make fun of her because, you know, I'm a liberal.
Almost done.
Make fun of her.
I will. But anyway,
her wrong though.
Yeah, Misora is cool though.
Yeah.
But I will admit,
it's such a shame that she gets sidelined because I do think she's a good character.
Yeah. But anyways, with all fun aside, real quick, Dice, we have a question to ask you. Since you are our first guest, your first time you're on here, do you want to be a member of this podcast? Hello?
Huh?
Do you want to be a member of this podcast?
Yeah.
All right. I do have a little bit of homework for you, though. Before you can
don't scare him off already. He just got here.
I know, but like, before you start your official first episode with your official personal pick, I need you to get caught up to where we are on all three. Well, Blazer Drive, I guess you're pretty caught up on, but like Berserk and Tegami Bachi, I would like you to catch up on.
Okay.
Yeah, before you start your official episode. But I want you to. Do you have a pick manga pick right now for your first episode?
Yes, I do.
What is it? Blurt it out.
AB Instant Bullet.
Instant Bullet. Okay. I actually, real quick, I want to see what this is about because that sounds familiar.
By the creator of Kaguya-sama Wants to Fall in Love.
Oh.
What she did before.
Instant Bullet. Instant Bullet manga.
I've actually heard of this.
By the way. Extremely edgy.
Oh, extremely edgy, you say? And is it...
I need to talk about it.
Okay. That sounds pretty good. And it's... Okay. It's completely available. And it was in Dengeki Daio. Alright. I'd be down with this. And how many volumes?
I'll give it a look.
It's 5 volumes.
5 volumes. All right, 5 volumes. That's a good start. Good start. I think this will be good. Well, once Dice is all caught up with the other manga. You know what I mean? Like, he won't be on for the next couple episodes to make sure he gets caught up. And then by the time the next Blazer Drive, we'll start his next episode that next week. After that, I think. Does that sound good? Gentlemen?
Kyle?
Does that sound good, guys?
Sounds like a plan to me. I'll do it.
All right. So now, Dice, where can we find you?
You can find me on my Tumblr and my Twitter. For Twitter, just search up Dyce Averruncus. You can find me there.
Mm-hmm.
And my 2 Tumblrs. One of them is more casual. The other is where I write my manga reviews. They link together. I'll leave a link to my Tumblr on, in the Discord.
I'll leave the Tumblrs on. You give me the Tumblr links, and I'll put them on. I'll put them at the end of this video.
So I have a Wattpad where I write my light novel series.
Light novels. Ooh. I'm not big into light novels, to be honest.
It's really cliche, but I don't care. I love it.
Hey, man, write what you love. That's what I do.
Like,
do what you love. That's what I do.
I have with light novel series. I can name 5 on the top of my hand that I actually have read, and that's about it.
I don't read a lot of light novels. I actually just watch anime based off them. I've been trying to read more, actually.
I wait for the manga adaptation. That's what I do.
So
but
I
anyway,
can, mimic their style.
Yeah. But
the good ones, not that ecchi crap.
Alrighty. That sounds good. Alright. I will leave links in the description where you can buy the manga officially as much as possible. Since Blazer Drive, you can only buy the manga digitally officially, Volume 1. So, I will leave the link to Seishi Kishimoto's other work in the links in the description. I will leave links to Dice's stuff in the description. And, anything else you guys want to say before we head off?
Manga and anime are great. Watch and read all of them.
Yes. Yes, that is the best way to do it. Alright, Dice, anything else to say before we go?
It was really fun being here. This is my first podcast. And other podcasts with mostly about manga like Real, because I just need to talk about those mangas so badly.
Oh, well, you're at the right place.
Yeah.
You come to the right place.
Longer series.
We take manga
series. Great to have you here.
Yeah. We enjoyed your company, so that's why I invited you back. You know what I mean? To be official, you know what I mean? So, alright. Well, please support the official release if you can, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See you.
Alright.